Alright everybody, yet again, I am not going to use the start screen because I just want to jump right into it. I even started the live stream 2 minutes earlier than what I said that I would. The third time. Well, let's find out. What did Hiro in the gym? I need my glasses, actually. I didn't drink any water either. Maybe a fool's errand.
I am Monokuma!
Why was that line acted?
Hello, welcome, hello. Are you ready for your final hint? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you.
The envelope? Ah. Like all written out to me and stuff. This must be the envelope.
And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside.
What? Okay.
Don't worry, just get on with it.
Monokuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. What I found was a single photograph. Look at that. It featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. It was everyone who'd come to Host Peak at the same time as me. Oh, it's even got Mukuro next to Hiro there. And Hiro's wearing a full white coat. Not what he normally wears, is it? Taka. Junko is not. Junko is getting kind of Mike Wazowski'd over there. Is everyone in the picture? I guess I'm not in the picture. Is everyone else, though? Who else is not in this picture? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, 15, not including me. Wait, but there's someone besides Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognize. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right, when Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room, and we looked at that file, Mukuro Ikusaba? Then this girl is... What? Why? Why is Mukuro here with everyone else? And even more than that, just having everyone here pose like this is weird enough by itself. And we're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. And now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. I'm the only one not there. The picture has 15 other students, but not me. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else was when I arrived here at Hope's Peak Academy. So it's natural for me to not be in this picture. But what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in the picture. I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other till they got here. But if this picture is real, then could that mean... Hold on, let me... I just had a thought pop into my head that I needed to do my due diligence to check the audio. And the audio was fine, so I created a unnecessary pause there for no reason. Could it be everyone else and just me? Everyone here except me is...
How long are you gonna keep up this rambling soliloquy of yours, Hamlet?
What are
You're
you
kinda
gonna
getting
do?
in the way standing there, you know. So, I mean, get out. But, I told you I'm not fielding any questions. What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? That'd totally be out of left field.
Cut. 3. I guess that means he's done talking. Damn it! Group photo has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. So in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. And with that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected, and, detected. How does that count as a hint? It just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? No, I think it's a real photo. But it looks so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. That should clear all this up. No, I have to clear this up. Do we need to go find each individual person now? And where would they preside? Assuming they won't be... Oh, wait. Yeah, Byakuya's in the archive. Oh, Byakuya! Listen, do you think we could talk? Byakuya?
That's
I have nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Hey, Byakuya, wait! But of course he didn't. He just walked away. What the? Why was he acting like that? Like he was purposely trying to avoid me. Because I'm not in the photo, everyone thinks that I'm the mastermind. I feel like that's the most obvious answer. Wait, was that letter always here? Maybe this letter was part of Monaco's setup too, and he acted all... I'm sure anyone watching the broadcast would just eat up that kind of drama. I don't remember that letter, but we're gonna walk out of here. Did everyone get a letter in the space that they were at that had different photos in it? Because mine said Makoto on it, obviously. Why am I going down this hallway? There's nothing I want there. Let's see. Who would be approachable? Hiro, of course, would be approachable. Hiro, time to find out what did you Hiro? Or CO would be better. Hey, Hiro! Ah, Makoto! What's going on with you? Every time I see you, you freak out like that. No, no. Sorry, but I'm in a big hurry. Once again, he ran off like a terrified rabbit. Hiro, what's wrong? I still wasn't able to talk to him about the notebook I'd found. It was like he was avoiding me. Like he was afraid of me. Why? Well, let's... I think there was somebody in the biology lab / morgue. I decided to visit the biolab one more time, and the first thing I saw when I got there was her, passed out. Again. Huh? Toko. Toko, what are you doing on the floor? And why did you take a body out of the thing? Toko, are you okay? No. She's not dead. Is she? Too good to be true. Ah!
It's cold, super cold. It's so cold, I think I might catch a cold.
If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will.
Why was I asleep? Must have forgotten or something again. I bet you were standing there, staring at me, getting all excited, weren't you?
No. I wasn't.
Oh, then what? Unbothered?
Okay, so why did you pass out?
I don't know. Last thing I remember was me waking up just now. What do you do, Miss Marshall?
Oh, that's right. Your memory stops and starts each time you switch.
Bingo Pacifica. We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are pretty much separate. And don't say it like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember. So it's like double the memory.
No, it's more like half. Genocide Jack's memory has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
What all I want to know right now is, where's my little darling? Tell me now, or I slit your throat.
I don't know. I'm sure Byakuya's around here somewhere, doing his own investigating.
Not himself.
Yes.
I assume so.
I knew it. I totally knew it. I'm a total pro when it comes to all things master. Anyway, I gotta hurry. Can't even imagine how lonely he must be right now.
Okay, goodbye. Toko shot off, her eerie laughter echoing behind her. I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Well, there's no point in asking Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. But why did Toko faint? There's gotta be some reason for it. The fridge. It's open. But I'm sure they were all shut tight last time I was here. That must be why she passed out. Oh, that's Kyoko. Ugh, I
Right.
thought it was going to be Byakuya. She faints so easily. Kyoko!
Makoto.
It's getting late, isn't it?
Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worried.
No, you don't have to apologize.
But listen, about this room. Yeah, it's a morgue. Yeah, I suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and, well, there you have it.
You knew she'd faint?
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear. I imagined she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there,
That's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why's everything gotta be so difficult with her?
Anyway.
Makoto asking the real questions, finally.
anyway, we should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging open like that.
Yeah, good idea.
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this.
Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched. But suddenly, she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it.
Huh? How come?
Because Mukuro's body is in here.
Mukuro's corpse? Mukuro's body is inside the fridge?
I
Just
see.
like every other time, the Mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial.
The Mastermind did? Because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So...
You may be right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body.
Oh, that's right. Kyoko didn't get a chance to check the body during the last investigation.
Makoto.
I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time, and I'm going to grab the Mastermind by the tail.
Okay, so what should I do?
So then...
Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished.
Just wait over there?
That's it?
I got like a... You got like some tarps. It's the same one as I found in the garden tool shed. And if I remember, that tarp, it had a stamp on it that said Biolab. Yeah, that's a tarp that was used to help camouflage the murder in the garden. At some point, someone got it from the Biolab and took it over here. Took it over there. Tarp has been updated in Truth Bullets. Okay, oh, your shadow is way taller than you, like a demon. I should ask Kyoko about that group photo. After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I wanted to talk to you about something.
What is it?
It's about that announcement Monokuma made earlier.
You mean the one about a hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer.
Huh? Why not?
The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own, without whatever hints he may have to offer.
That's a good point. I wish I could go back and do the same thing, but what's done is done, I guess. Standing here looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the Mastermind forge that picture as a trap to confuse us? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. It's a fridge meant for storing dead bodies. I can't do it, I can't look inside. Is there something new about the desk? I've already looked through the instruction manual, and more importantly. On that side of the refrigerator, a bunch of blue lights are on. These ones are. I would seem the blue light comes on when a slot is occupied. So when someone's in there, the blue light comes on. Looking around the number of lights that are on, including Mukuro's, there's 9 in all. 9. 9 lights? Biolab Lights has been updated in the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Wait, am I dumb?
Whew.
Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Already? Jeez, that was fast.
Indeed.
Anyone can do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief. So did you find anything?
Indeed.
I paid careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood, and it seems highly likely that the stomach wound and blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Really? The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means neither of those were the fatal injury, right? Then what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. Body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. The only other option is those other wounds, but the file said they were old.
Is that
Why does it say they're old? Huh? All the
Because-
Monokuma file says is that they were inflicted at least several days ago. I guess I don't see a difference.
Wrong.
Well, the difference is immense, considering the impression they give.
Listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old. But that
However,
doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds makes it sound like they've been there forever, like they're not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? But we all got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have had anything to do with it.
So then,
But what if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What?
at the very
Certainly you
least,
can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you? One of many?
Right.
A detective doesn't have supernatural. A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can.
In other
They envision
words,
these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test what they find against each of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work. But beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future. Kyogo's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
Hey,
So, if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time. I come to think of it, there was the one thing. Earlier when I was looking at Mukuro's profile, it listed her height and weight.
so
5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds. Vitals were the numbers. Did I get that right? You remembered all that? They are indeed consistent with the corpse. So then...
indeed.
And don't forget about the Fenrir attack too. There's absolutely no mistake. Our
Indeed.
victim in this case, without a doubt, Mukuro... Man, I really hate that I missed this line. Our victim in this case is, without a doubt, Mukuro Ikusaba. Mukuro Ikusaba's profile has been updated in Truth Bullets.
And
Is that all you wanted to ask? Yeah, I think so.
so then,
It looks like we have no further business with Mukuro's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chilly in here. Oh, wait, are we not gonna put the body back? Don't you think it's kind of sad, leaving it out like this?
why?
Sad. Did you forget? She was our enemy once. Part of the ultimate despair. But she still got killed. She's still a victim.
Hey,
Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well, yeah. But still,
whew,
you really are naive. You know that? It's really quite appalling. But she could have abandoned me. But she decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does that mean to be naive?
so then,
I think we've done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigations, yes? Hold on. I still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in that locker. if I don't do it now... There's me, Byakuya, Hiro, Kyoko, Toko... Oh, wait, maybe it'll be easier to count the deaths. Juko, Sayaka, Leon, Chihiro, Mondo, Taka, Hifumi, Celeste, and Sakura. Wait, the numbers don't line up. One of these people is still alive. Because there would be Mukuro in this one, but this one's not lit up, but she's in this one. So one of these people is still alive. Hey, Kyoko? I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask.
What?
Go ahead then. Out with it. Have you really not seen your dad even once since you got here?
What?
What?
So...
What do you mean? Well, you know all those lockers on the second floor of the dorms?
Indeed.
I do, yes. But to get into any of the lockers, you'd need the handbook of whoever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get them open using that emergency handbook.
I see.
The one you found in the headmaster's hidden room.
And?
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
Why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because...
Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is, there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. And if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? Everything you just said makes perfect sense. But there was something written inside. It was about the headmaster. About your father.
What? If that's
Could that
true,
mean that video is real too? Video?
Makoto.
Makoto, I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about? I need to go investigate those lockers, right now. I need to confirm what you just said with my own two eyes. Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook. That way you can... That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem that it's my locker. Your locker?
Makoto.
If you watch this, it'll all make sense. A DVD. It says Class 78 Urgent News?
So...
I found it in that hidden room after you left.
Anyway...
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just watch it and see for yourself. I think you'll realize exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever seen before. None of this makes sense right now. But I guess that means there's some important clue on this DVD. Interview DVD has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
Makoto.
Oh, and now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble? Right? That's the entire game, Kyoko. We're good.
In other words...
Though, as it turns out, the arrangements I'd made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? Why didn't I say that part out loud? That's kind of pointless to say in my head. I can never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life. And all because of the mastermind.
However...
But there's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy that mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that. Kyoko's eyes burned with a fire of determination. The determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death, and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
Why?
So why is it? Why does it bother me so much to know how he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess. She let out a small laugh as she said it, but her smile was filled with sorrow.
Whew.
So that's it for my rambling. But there's still so much to do before I can consider my task complete. Yeah, you're right.
Hey,
But keep this in mind. There is only ever one absolute truth. Whether that truth serves justice or suffering, whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto.
Even if the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
So
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. Leaving behind that final farewell, Kyoko was gone. I better get going myself. I got that DVD from Kyoko. I should head to the AV room to check it out. Kyoko said something about hopeless truth, but no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. Even if it's the worst truth in the world. I can't afford to lose! I think it would be better if I use fast travel to try and locate something. We already went. Do I need to go back here? I'm gonna sit my down until told otherwise. Let's follow through this entire line, I think. AV room. Oh, very quick. Alright, let's see what's on the disc. I should be able to play DVDs just fine. Well then, I better take a look. I took the DVD Kyoko gave me and put it in the player. It said that it was playing, but nothing appeared on the screen. I stared into the black of the monitor. It must have only been a few seconds, but to me it felt like an eternity. And then, all of a sudden, an image appeared. Sayaka? Or Sayaka? I lost the pronunciation already. It took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long. And there she was.
Okay then, are you ready to begin?
The voice I heard was of the man positioned on one side of the screen. There was the voice of a middle-aged man.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
It sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that? Sayaka was obviously at a total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in this school? I accept. What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
As if on cue, that's where the video cut out. There was a lot I hadn't understood up until now. But this, only this, I simply couldn't comprehend what I'd heard. Because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad. She tried to frame me for murder. So why?
why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. On the monitor, the video that I thought was finished flashed back on screen. My eyes darted back to the screen. And if I was confused before, what I saw next pushed me right over the edge. Is it me this time? Huh? What I saw was me. Impossibly, undeniably me.
So, Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes.
Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I were having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation. But the I in the here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down to talk with him like this.
Now, shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
This can't be real. I said yes?
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this,
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
but I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Once again, the video cut out. From there, the video repeated the same scene again and again with the others. Not even Byakuya can't even look straight. Just thinking about random stuff in his head. Byakuya. Toko. Hina. Everyone. They all said that they agreed to live in this school. Forever. And then... Kyoko. Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without a doubt, she had met him. She'd sat down with the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, her father. And when he asked her his question, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school. Just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up, the monitor suddenly went black. Huh? It wasn't just the monitor. The DVD player itself had apparently turned off. Which of course meant that the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened?
Say what?
Oopsie! Looks like I broke it. Out of service.
What? It just so happened to break just now?
Too bad.
Now, then, when, doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is. That's what failure is, right?
Failure, my ass! You cut the power on purpose! Well, whatever. Even if I watched the whole thing, it'd just be more of the same. You'd ask them the question, they'd all say yes. I couldn't help myself. I let out a huge, exasperated sigh. But as I did, I remembered something.
That's right.
I fainted, too. And when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself. A disconnect. Thinking back on it now, it was at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey,
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. Seems much too convenient. A convenient outcome. Something that seemed to obviously work in favor of the mastermind. So does that mean I've lost my memory too? What about the others? Have we all forgotten? Or... Interview DVD has been updated in the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Ding dong bing bong.
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end. And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black, there is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again. Because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you know where.
It's about to begin again. The class trial is going to start. The final class trial. The last time all our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. Okay then, this is the end. I thought we would get a little bit more time. I mean, I guess I did cut myself off kinda quick last time. Well, we got a whole half an hour of stuff to talk about. Can I finish this in the next hour and a half, though? Do I want to finish this in the next hour and a half, though? These are all questions that will now be answered as we go through the red door. For what may be the last time. I guess I'm the first one this time.
Makoto,
You're early, Makoto.
listen.
Does that mean you feel prepared? Yeah, for now at least. But where's everyone else? Why aren't they here yet? Don't
However,
worry, I'm sure they'll be here soon. And just like she said... Byakuya! Byakuya? They arrived, one after another. But they were all in the same state of shock. Hina? Hiro? Silence. And it wasn't any normal silence. It was the deafening silence of fear and suspicion. It was like the first class trial.
You called for me and so I appeared.
Late. Master, Sailor Master, so wonderful, so cool, so hot. Notice that everything'll be just fine if you leave it to me. With my scissor-sharp scissors in hand, I'll stab and gouge and shave the master evil.
But I thought you can kill anyone but adorable little boys.
If that's what Master wants, it can be boy, girl, or anything in between. I can handle it.
Oh. Welcome back to the land of the living, Toko. Actually, no, go back to the land of the dead. I changed my mind. No human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now.
Is everyone here? Ooh, and wearing our gloomy Gus faces, I see.
Well now.
Okay, well then, let's begin. This final class trial is going to be a slathered in pitch black despair. Climaximum sorrow.
That's fine.
You're right, this is the final class trial. And this time, it'll be fair.
What do you mean this time? Stop with all the slander. I'm a good bear and I'm a bear in good standing, you know. If there was a Mr. Fair Guy Universe contest, I'd take home the tiara every year. I'm gonna win this game super fair and square.
Today,
And I'll make
I'm
sure
feeling right.
everyone watching at home knows that despair is mightier than the hope.
Stop talking.
Enough of your tedious drivel. Begin the trial already.
Sure, sure. Let's begin the trial already. I'll be waiting for you down below. So don't try and run away.
Laughing as loud as ever, Monokuma disappeared. Whatever. This will be over in no time. With an inexplicable confidence, Byakuya was the first into the elevator. One by one, the others followed. Nobody made eye contact. Nobody said a word. They just disappeared into the elevator.
Hey,
They're all acting odd. Like they're paranoid. Suspicious of each other.
however,
But you know why that is, don't you? Yeah, I think so.
however,
Well, you can tell us all about it soon. At the class trial. You're right. I'm ready.
so
Ready to win.
right? Of course. I'm glad to hear you say that.
And then Kyoko was aboard the elevator. I started making my way toward the opening, step after step toward that gaping maw. I had resolved that this would be the last time. I repeated to myself that there was no fear, no mystery left. I pushed the anxiety down, calmed my trembling body, and finally, on steady legs, I passed the threshold and stood in the elevator. Without warning, it began to descend. Deeper and deeper. Deeper, deeper still. Deeper, 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 and deeper, and deeper, and deeper, and deeper, and deeper it fell. I closed my eyes, and sight fell away. All sound, too, disappeared. Alone in the universe, I waited for the elevator doors to open for the last time. What could have been seconds or centuries later, I felt the gentle vibration of the elevator come to an end. I slowly opened my eyes. Okay, I don't think that this is true anymore, but originally, when we saw the biology lab, I thought that the big twist was going to be is that everybody in the Killing Game was actually a clone of a student, and that would explain why we couldn't remember specific things about our previous class life, is because the class life happens for the students, and then they all get cloned for whatever reason. The mastermind trapped them, and the mastermind does the Killing Game like over and over again, like a bunch of times, and then that would also explain why Mondo had like the pickaxe on the 5th floor, because there's just a version of the Killing Game where Mondo made it to the final version of the Killing Game, and then if there's only like 3 people left and they don't kill each other after like 3 weeks, I'm assuming the mastermind would just like kill them off at that point and then restart the Killing Game with all 15 of the students. With the occasional variation, like maybe sometimes they ask Hino to be the spy instead of Sakura, or maybe sometimes Byakuya is the Mukuro of the group who sits behind and does things to us for whatever reason. But now that we know the biolab is the morgue where the bodies are kept, I feel like that twist is not going to happen, and all of our friends are actually just dead. Except for the one. There's obviously the one who is not dead, and I feel like we're going to figure it out. I have it in my head who it is, mostly through metagaming. Unfortunately, I think I know who it is, but we'll see. This is the final trial site?
What do you think? Isn't it just the perfect background for deciding a person's fate? It's the long-awaited last stage, the always exciting final boss fight. And I'm gonna sit on this one. And I'm gonna sit in on this one. I'll just sit right here in this vacant 16th seat.
Thrills, chills,
Well then,
kills.
let's begin!
Do you want to save the data? Yes. Put it in the empty slot. Guess I didn't get any time to gain any more skills. I don't think I have a 2 SP skill that I could put in here. There's a lot of skills. Yeah, Lost in Thought is the only skill we don't have, and it costs 3. But I feel fine with our current preparations.
Since this will be the final class trial, I've come up with a special rule. So listen up. If you can figure out Mukuro's killer and go on to solve the mystery of this school, you guys win. But if you can't, then I win. And of course, waiting for the loser is the super exciting, super heart-pounding punishment.
Are you saying that if you lose, you'll execute yourself?
Yep, sure will.
And that's final? No loopholes? No wiggling out of it later?
Of course not. Bears never go back on their word.
Never mind all that. I just have one question for you.
Oh, you're taking this serious, huh? Are you feeling okay?
Is the mastermind Only one person? Don't bother. I already know the answer.
What is Hiro cooking here? Oh, wait, maybe they were shown versions of the picture that included, like I'm where Hiro was for Hiro's picture. I didn't think about that. I mean, we would have had to see the same picture, though. Maybe I shouldn't interrupt.
You're all the mastermind, aren't you? You're all out to get me. I'm right, aren't I? I knew it.
Oh, boy. Make your argument. Group photo places the check in Headmaster's e-handbook. What the heck is he?
You guys have all been working together, haven't you? I have
I don't
evidence,
remember all the
so
buttons.
I know I'm right.
I changed the bullets.
Hey, you stole my line. You're all out to get me. I'm sure of it. I have evidence of my own.
What a coincidence. I too have evidence to present. Evidence that proves everyone other than me has been working together.
What? Wait, hold on. This doesn't make any sense. How can the three of us each evidence?
And I forgot the button. You don't think they're enemy. There's no reason the moniker was trapped. Something that proves it.
You guys have all been
Working together. I have evidence. So
Hey, you stole. You're all out to get me. I have evidence.
what a coincidence. Evidence that proves everyone other. What? This doesn't make any sense. How can the
Group photo.
No, it's wrong. It's not just you three. I have evidence too.
What? You too?
The evidence you're all referring to is this group photo, right?
Well, yeah. Huh? Wait, but mine is different.
See?
With the picture you have, I'm in it. But that can't be right. Because in my picture... See? I'm the only one not in it.
Huh. Well, alright. I mean, I feel like it's... They're specifically set up pictures so that each one of us is not in our own picture. Just not, like, edited. It's, like, actual pictures taken, like, at the exact right time. Hey, Byakuya and Hiro, can we see your pictures, or was there not enough budget to draw your pictures? Okay.
Hiro, you have a picture too, right?
Let's see it.
Okay, but be careful with it. It's pretty important evidence.
This one, too. It's just like I thought. Wait, but the middle part with Sakura and Hifumi is the same though as in my picture. Oh wait, no, the Taka part is the same too, and the Sayaka part is also the same. So maybe they are just edited photos.
So the secret in these pictures has been revealed.
Secret or whatever, I don't care. You guys are all in on this together. That's why I'm the only one missing.
But you're in my picture. You're the ones trying to trick me.
So the whole purpose behind these photos was to get us questioning and fighting with each other. The mastermind laid a trap to make us each think everyone else was working against us.
Huh? I laid a trap? A trap? How rude! What grounds do you have for such audacious accusations?
Because it's a trap. Or if I need to reveal Monokuma's trap. Each photo has a certain something in common. There's a connection regarding what person isn't shown in the group photos. And that person is... the ones who got the
I got
photos.
it. In each case, the only one not in the picture is the person who received it. So, in the picture I got, I'm the only one missing. In the picture Hina got, she's the only one missing.
Oh, wait. Remember that thing I said about Mike Wazowski? Hold on. Is that...
And in the picture Hiro got, he's the only one missing.
Huh.
As long as we're talking about it, I suppose I should show you my photo as well.
And also, this one.
In other words, Monokuma gave each of us a group photo in which that person wasn't included.
And when we each saw our picture, we just assumed everyone else was the enemy?
Figured it out, huh?
Yeah, I thought that must be it. But how was that a hint?
But you know, there might be more to this than just Monokuma trying to confuse us. There's something else that bothers me about everyone's pictures. What is it? What's digging at me?
Listen, can I see everyone's group photo one more time? It's not directly connected to what we're talking about, but I'd like to double check something.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, I don't mind.
I'm sure there's something unusual about these group photos. What is it? I need to compare each of them one more time. Yakuya's picture, Hina's picture, Hiro's picture, and mine. There's something strange about all of them. Something I can't quite pin down. Something... Group photo has been updated in the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
Can you just forget about the photo already? Ugh. Trying to trick me with such an obviously fake photo? I'm still pissed about that.
And on top of that, they went to all that trouble to make it look like we were wearing matching uniforms.
Hmm? So you think they're fake? No, I assure you, they're quite real.
What are you talking about? There's no way.
Yeah! I don't remember ever taking a picture like that, so it's gotta be a fake. I'm sure of it.
But you know, can we really be so sure?
Huh?
Don't get me wrong, I don't remember taking this picture either. Is that really enough to be absolutely positive they're fake?
What do you mean?
The reason I don't remember this picture isn't necessarily because it's fake. There might be some other reason. Some terrible reason. An unbelievable, entirely horrifying reason. Hangman's Gambit! Give me an M. Give me an E. S. Give me an A. Give me an A.
Now I understand.
But can you spell knife?
Let's say that somehow we'd all lost our memories. That could explain it, couldn't it?
Oh, I get it. So we all just lost our memories at the same time and forgot about the photo. Makes sense.
Thank you, Hiro.
As if. You expect me to believe such an unbelievable occult-type story?
Alright, never mind.
Yeah, we all lost our memories? That's just crazy.
It's only natural that they wouldn't believe it. But no matter how much they refuse, if that's the absolute truth, they have no choice. They can't move forward until they accept it. And there's another way to prove it besides those pictures. Oh, wait, 5 bullets. Wait, there's too many bullets. Hold on. Wait. You're not supposed to have this many bullets for Russian roulette. Trust me, I would know.
Since when did this turn into some kind of sci-fi fantasy?
Interview DVD.
I promise you, I haven't lost my memory. Ever since I got to this school, I remember everything.
No, you're stupid!
No, it's wrong. those photos aren't the only things that point to the possibility of memory loss. This DVD does the same thing.
You're not gonna show us something indecent, are you?
Toko, you've talked for the first time in like 10 minutes, and you're just not adding anything to the conversation. I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
No, it's nothing like that. It's a video of all of us being interviewed by the Hopes Peak Academy headmaster.
When you say all of us, you mean...
I mean all of us, including you.
You lied! I never did any kind of interview.
No, it's not a lie. Just watch the DVD and you'll see for yourself. The headmaster did, in fact, interview you.
What are you saying?
I didn't imagine you would remember.
It's not about whether or not I remember. You expect me to believe all this? That I lost my memory somehow?
Well, we don't have any way to
feel like I
refute
remember
it,
something
so
like
we
that.
have no choice but to accept it as reality.
How can you say that? We're talking about living, breathing amnesia here.
To be honest, I have something else on my mind right now.
Something else?
You said the DVD contains recordings of us being interviewed by the headmaster, right? What were the interviews about?
The headmaster sat each of us down, one at a time, and asked us the same question. He asked us if we could accept the idea of spending the rest of our lives in this school.
What kind of question is that?
And how did we answer?
We'd say no, obviously.
Actually, we all said we could.
Said it was gonna be a whale of a time, even. Okay, maybe not that part. That part was an over-dramatization, but still.
I heard myself say yes. I could spend the rest of my life at this school.
Why? Why would you say yes to something like that?
I don't know. I don't remember a thing.
The same goes for everyone else. Nobody remembers. You don't remember choosing to live here forever, or even talking to the headmaster about it at all.
It doesn't matter if I remember or not. Even if I bought the whole amnesia thing, the idea that I would want to live here forever? That's just insane! How can I believe that?
Insane or not, we can't move forward until you accept it. Am I right?
You sure are, 'cause it's all true.
What?
I know it sounds absurd, but if it's the truth, there's nothing we can do about it.
Indeed. We only have one path in front of us.
Then we really...
Yep, you all totally lost your memory at the same time.
This is all making my head hurt.
And this isn't like some normal kind of memory loss. You stole those specific memories from us, didn't you?
Oopsie, you figured that part out too, huh?
Of course. There's no way we would all just happen to get amnesia at the same time.
How could someone just steal our memories?
How? Come, that hardly matters right now.
I mean, I kind of want to know,
If
because
it
we
was
don't...
hypnotism, will you believe me? Or we opened up your skulls and messed with your brain? Would you really believe anything I said? How it happened doesn't matter right now.
What matters is figuring out what memories you took from us. That's what you're trying to say, right?
I knew I could count on you.
The interview with the headmaster, taking that group photo, those can't be the only memories we lost. There must have been a purpose to it all. A reason for taking away our memories.
Of course there was a purpose. It all has to do with the original motive.
The original motive.
You mean the motive you came up with to try and get us to all kill each other?
That has something to do with the memories you stole from us?
It sure does. But that part's still a secret. Anyway, I'm sure it's not easy, but let's all focus on the class trial for the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Okay, so you want us to figure out who killed her before we do anything else.
So until we do that, well, either way, we have to explain every last remaining mystery. So, the one who killed Mukuro, the true mastermind, that's what we need to expose. Monokuma controller, Mukuro Ikurosawa's profile, Headmaster's e-handbook. What?
So who
Grab
did it? Who killed her?
Mukuro's profile.
Whoever did it is the same one who's behind everything. That much I'm
I think
sure of.
Kyogo's right on that one.
Is the mastermind really here in the school?
Of course! They have to be here somewhere.
What makes you so sure?
What does make me so sure?
Exactly. You're just making stuff up. There's no way the mastermind is here. The mastermind is probably a million miles away.
I mean, Mukuro.
Because masterminds always lurk off in the background,
No, it's the
right?
control room. I need it for that last bullet.
So who did it?
Whoever did it is that much I'm sure.
Is the mastermind
Of course, they have to be here.
What makes you so...
Exactly. You're just making stuff up. There's no way the mastermind is here. The mastermind...
No, it's wrong.
There's no question that the mastermind is somewhere within the school.
How do you know? Did you find some evidence or something?
In the back of the data center, I found a panel that controls Monokuma. The mastermind must have been using that to control him all this time. So there can't be any doubt. The mastermind has been inside the school all along.
There can't be any doubt. In which case, there also can be no doubt that the mastermind is one of us.
What? Why?
Recall what Makoto told us Monokuma said to him earlier.
I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
So if the mastermind is in the school, we have to assume it can only be that 16th student.
But how'd they manage to survive all of this?
So we're the only ones here? It's not me! I'm not the mastermind!
Thank you for the input, Hiro. Thank you for the... Okay.
Makoto!
Well, alright. Toko, sit in the corner. You're in timeout now.
What? Why me?
Cuz! It's super weird how you're the only one who survived being executed.
Hey, that was epic.
Oh, I get it. The only way he could have survived is if he was actually the mastermind himself, right?
Aw, nuts! Ya got me!
Wait! What are you trying to say?
Everyone, calm down. There's no reason to panic. The mastermind's true identity will become clear soon enough. Just as soon as we find out who killed Mukuro.
That's a good point. Rather than wasting time bickering, we should put our minds to work solving this mystery.
Yeah, well, how much time have we already spent talking about the murder?
He's right. What more is there to talk about? If you want something to talk about, I think there might be one thing. We haven't fully established what Mukuro's fatal injury was.
Huh? But I thought we figured that out. She died when she got hit in the back of the head.
No, that isn't actually what killed her. It was something entirely different. Wouldn't you agree, Makoto?
Mukuro's actual cause of death must have been... the other wounds.
I got it! All of the wounds covering her body. That's what really killed her.
Hey, now hold on a second. You did read the Monokuma file, right?
The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old.
It made it pretty clear. Those wounds were made at least a few days ago, so they can't possibly be what killed her.
Consider this. What if the murder itself took place at least a few days ago?
What?
What if, when we discovered her body, she'd already been dead for several days? If that's true, then naturally the wounds that killed her would appear to be however many days old. That doesn't make any sense, because she had all those wounds before she ever came here.
Huh? How do you know that?
Isn't it obvious? She was the ultimate soldier, right? So that means, you know. You're wrong.
You're dumb.
She denied me.
Skip.
No,
If you're so sure we're gonna die, why bother saying it in the first place? What did it actually... Oh, it was in her profile. Which is what we have.
Mukuro was the ultimate soldier. She must have been in 100 different battles. So, when you think about it, obviously, she...
No, that's wrong.
No, you're incorrect.
No.
Didn't even need the rest of
Mukuro
that scene.
didn't suffer those wounds in battle. The file we found in the headmaster's room said as much. Despite the time she spent in battle after battle as a member of Fenrir, when she entered this school, she hadn't sustained a single injury.
To be denied so completely...
Anyway, so we can be sure that Mukuro suffered all those wounds after coming to this school, in which case, they could be the very thing that killed her.
As a matter of fact, it's hard to imagine any other possibility. When examining her body, I found that her stomach and head wounds came after she was already dead.
Unless anyone has any better suggestions, I think we can say this with confidence. The wounds Mukuro sustained all over her body are what ultimately killed her.
Mukuro's fatal injury has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
But if that's what killed her, then does that mean she's really been dead for who knows how long?
That's exactly what it means. When we found her body in the garden, she'd already been dead for several days.
So then, what about the little matter of what happened last night? Makoto, you said you were attacked in your room by a masked assailant.
Uh-huh.
If Mukuro had already been dead for several days, certainly it couldn't have been her. So who was it that attacked you?
Yeah, Identity, the one who attacked me. I can't think of anyone else. Must have been the mastermind.
I got it! The one who attacked me was the true mastermind. When we discovered Mukuro in the garden wearing the same mask, I naturally assumed she must have been the one who attacked me, but I was wrong. It wasn't her at all. It was the mastermind.
What are you laughing at?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just getting a little impatient sitting here listening. I think I'm gonna jump in. Let's start off with a nice, easy question. Your assumption that I attacked Makoto is just that, right? An assumption.
No, it's true.
You can't really know who
You're
was under
correct.
that mask, can you? I mean, that's the whole
I punched the
point
bear,
of
the
a
bear
mask.
explodes. End of trial.
The true identity of the masked attacker is Mukuro Ikusaba. At least, that's what I think. Do you have any evidence that might convince me otherwise?
No, there's no way Mukuro's the one that attacked me. Even if I didn't see their face. Mukuro had a very obvious Fenrir tattoo. Comparing that to the masked attacker, it should be obvious. Oh, one bullet? Do I have to absorb something?
You never saw their face, right? So you can't have any idea who was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba.
That's wrong.
You're wrong. Even without seeing their face, there's another part of the attacker we can use to prove it wasn't her.
Oh? And what is this other part? Is it the right hand? Or the left hand?
Oh, I don't remember. I think it was the right hand.
Maybe the right foot. Or
Or
perhaps
the left hand.
left foot. Or could it be the hands?
Most notable feature of the tattoo. I can't remember. I
You
think it was the
never
right
saw their
hand.
face, right? So you can't have any idea who was under it. I'm telling you now.
Okay,
No,
we got it.
it's wrong.
I'm surprised they gave it to me first. They would have at least put it second just to mess with me a little bit if I were me.
Right hand, if I remember correctly. A representation of Fenrir. In other words, a wolf tattoo. But I saw the right hand of the person who attacked me. And there was no such tattoo. So there's no way the person behind the mask was Mukuro.
Yeah, well, okay. You got me. I guess it wasn't her. But that still doesn't prove that it was me. It could have been, you know, someone else, right?
Not convinced.
Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I all have solid alibis for that entire
Oh,
night.
he's right, actually. I forgot about that part.
Yeah! We were in the gym tearing you apart, so it couldn't have been any of us.
Oh, okay, sure. It couldn't have been any of you, but what about Kyoko? It totally could have been her. Uh-oh, no snappy comeback. Did I score a bullseye?
If you insist, I don't mind showing you.
Huh? Show me what?
What do you think? I'll show you the one thing that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it wasn't me.
Before anyone could say anything. Kyoko was removing her gloves.
Your hands!
Without thinking, I let out a gasp. It was more than just a little burned skin.
Awful, isn't it? It happened when I was first learning to be a detective. I was inexperienced.
I thought you didn't want anyone to see those scars.
If it means we get another step closer to unmasking the mastermind, it doesn't really bother me.
Kyoko seemed to savor the words as she said them. Then she put her gloves back on.
My scars should suffice as proof. Makoto, did the person who attacked you have scars like mine?
No, not at all. I'm positive.
Then this much has been made clear. There can be no doubt that the one who attacked Makoto is the true mastermind.
This is just awful. On top of my secret being revealed, I had to look at those positively grotesque scars.
Hey, don't hand shame
of yours.
people.
Sorry.
Anything
Did
but
I
that.
say that out loud? I do hope I didn't hurt your feelings.
Not at all. You can say whatever you want.
Sure, as long as it means pushing me farther into the corner, right? But I'm not cornered just yet, because if you haven't noticed, the circumstances surrounding Mukuro's death are totally unknown.
That's true. All we know right now is she was killed a good while before this morning.
On the contrary, we don't know anything other than that.
You're not going to tell us she was already dead before we arrived here or something, are you?
In that regard, you have nothing to worry about. I promise you, without a doubt, she died after our little killing game began here.
Then somehow she was killed in secret without any of us knowing.
And after she died, who knows how much time went by before we found her, right? Did the culprit stash her somewhere? She couldn't have been in the garden the whole time, could she?
If she was, she would have been totally decomposed. Just like your brain.
Then she was being stored somewhere?
To hide a body here. To just store it somewhere?
There's only one place. I can't think of anywhere else the body could have been stored. The biolab.
Mukuro's body was probably kept hidden in the biolab.
Biolab? You mean on the 5th floor?
That's right. It's actually set up for use as a morgue. So it's the perfect place to hide a body. And it'd keep the body preserved at the same time.
Then you're also saying the body was moved from the biolab to the garden.
And I have no doubt that that's exactly what happened. In fact, I have proof.
The proof that shows the body was carried from the biolab to the garden is the very obvious proof that the chart.
I got it! What makes me so sure the body was carried from the biolab to the garden is the tarp that we found in the garden. When I was checking it over again, I noticed something. I noticed that some text had been stamped on one corner of the tarp.
Oh, It says biolab.
Holy cow! How'd you notice that tiny little
Well,
thing?
my life was on the line, Hiro.
Makoto's nitpicky nature seems to have surfaced with perfect timing.
This proves that the tarp originally came from the biolab. In fact, there's a whole stack of tarps just like it in there.
So when the killer moved the body to the garden, they must have grabbed a tarp to wrap it in. Then they simply left it as it was to protect against the sprinklers, and put the coat on it afterwards.
Wow. You made everything sound so amazingly consistent.
That's just a wild guess. Where's your evidence? Prove that the body was wrapped in a tarp and moved.
There is no evidence. I was simply explaining what I think happened. But you seem to be getting pretty worked up about it, wouldn't you say?
Worked up?
Now that the conversation has turned to the topic of the biolab, you must be getting pretty nervous. Because the key to uncovering your secret identity is hidden within that room, isn't it?
Are you talking about unmasking the mastermind?
Oh,
You
1000%.
see,
Here we go.
The biolab contained an inconsistency. One so major it can't be overlooked.
An inconsistency in the biolab? Could you be talking about?
La la la, I can't hear you. La 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 la.
Such a child. Oh well, just ignore him.
I need to pull myself together and think. The inconsistency in the biolab. Could you be talking about?
Hey, by the way, Makoto, what about that one thing?
That one
What
thing.
One thing.
What do you think? I'm talking about your family.
What?
Don't tell me you forgot about that video message.
Oh, wait, my dad looks just like the headmaster of Public Speak Academy. It would be a crazy twist if me and Kyoko were brother and sister. That would be slightly kind of not okay with. That would be a little weird.
So what?
Family's all dead.
Why are you bringing that up now?
Your mom, your
Well, that's
dad,
off the set.
your little sister. What do you think has happened to your family? Are they really as safe as you might have assumed?
Stop talking about that!
Calm down, Makoto. He wants you to get upset.
Well, I'm upset now. I need ice cream cone. He's just saying that because he knows we're getting close to the truth of the biolab. So if I want to shut him up, I need to expose the inconsistency and slam him with it. The inconsistency has to be that one area where the numbers just don't match up. Wait, hold on, I need to remember the buttons. Press A to lock on and X to destroy. Y to reload. R will activate for a time, which I've never needed. I'll strike with X. L button to choose.
Are you sure about this? That's impossible! Are you sure about this? That's impossible!
So many things.
What? What do you want?
And also, I'm feeling
Are
worse at the
you
rhythm
sure
game
about this?
part.
That's impossible! Are you sure about this? That's impossible! Are you sure about this? That's impossible!
Oh, strike!
I'm not listening!
What? That one. Just shoot faster. Darn it!
Are you sure
I am trying to
about
look over
this? That's impossible!
Oh, strike.
I'm not listening!
Biolab lights.
This should prove it. The inconsistency Kyoko's talking about is the lights.
What are you talking about? What about the lights?
Like I said before, the biolab also acts as a morgue. And as part of that, a giant refrigerator was installed in there. That's where everyone who's died is stored.
And it was set up so that when a slot had a body in it, a blue light would turn on.
In other words, if the blue light is on, that means there's a body in that slot.
But I counted up the number of blue lights that were on, including the one Mukuro was in, and there were only 9.
Why does that matter? You gotta give me the bite-sized version here, man.
9 lights doesn't make sense. The number of lights on it should be 10 lights.
I got it! 10 of the lights should have been on. Any other number is incredibly suspicious.
Suspicious? Why?
That's simple. Just recall who's died here so far, and it should become clear.
That's right, the key to solving this mystery. Sayaka died first. Well, oh, I guess it was Sayaka first. Junko was second. Leon was third. Chihiro was fourth. Mondo was fifth. Taka was sixth. Then Hifumi was seventh. Celeste was eighth. Sakura was ninth. And the victim number 10 was Mukuro.
So 10 people in all?
That's right. Any other number should make you immediately suspicious. But according to the lights in the bio lab, only 9 people were being stored there.
You're saying a dead body just up and
That's
disappeared?
exactly what I'm saying.
I got it!
I mean, it's not like there was much left of Mondo. He was just the food thing. Wasn't really much reason to store that. We could have just put him in, like, the nurse's fridge or whatever.
But if they wanted to do that, they would have destroyed Mukuro's body, since they actually killed him. And yet, her body was left alone.
Then, whose body disappeared?
It may very well be that none of them disappeared.
But if that's true, then why doesn't the body count match?
Including Monokuma's executions, there have apparently been 10 deaths, but there were only 9 bodies. That's the point I'm trying to make.
I'm completely lost. How can the number of victims be less than the number of murders?
The reason there are less bodies than murders. The explanation for more murders than victims. Why is that? Why would it say that for it to make sense? I feel like the same person who was killed twice and only 9 murders took place is kind of... I feel like the same person who was killed twice is kind of true.
I got it!
Yeah, it is true.
What about if the same person was
The
killed
top one and the
twice?
bottom one were both technically true.
Huh? Killed twice?
Officially, 10 murders have been committed so far.
I guess from our POV, 10 murders have been committed. But
One of the victims may have been murdered, and then murdered again.
Murdered and murdered again?
If that's the case, there could have been 10 killings, but still only 9 victims, right?
Technically, you're right, I guess. But still, something like that.
Could easily have happened. No, it is what happened.
Sounds like you're already convinced. Then can you tell us who was killed twice?
It was Mukuro, of course.
Yep.
Before she was killed as Mukuro Ikusaba, she was killed as someone
Yep.
else.
And that's why the body had to be stored in the bio lab until the moment we found it in the garden.
No, that's crazy talk. She was killed as someone else? Come on! Besides, who could that someone else even have been?
All you have to do is look at those bodily injuries of hers, and that will become obvious.
Nothing's gonna become obvious, because Kyoko's totally delusional.
I don't know about that one. Monokuma file number 5.
Who is this someone else that Mukuro was killed as? Was it Sayaka Maizono?
Nope.
Junko Enoshima?
I need something to prove it. Alright, I need to copy that to break that with something else.
Shoot!
Alright, a whole heart for that is not crazy. It's crazy.
Who is this someone else that Muku? Was it Sayaka, my zone.
This is like a real final boss though. They give you like a lot of options.
Leon Kuwata, Chihiro Fujisaki, Mondo Owada, Kiyotaka Ishimaru, Hifumi Yamada, Celestia Lu, whatever. Or maybe Sakura Ogami. No, no, no. There's no way anyone was...
No, that's wrong. It was Junko.
Junko. Wasn't her fatal injury pretty similar to Mukuro's?
What do you mean?
Well, remember what happened to her? She was impaled by a bunch of spears, all over her body.
And Mukuro died from a number of wounds across her body. When you compare that to the stab wounds Junko suffered...
Then the similarities match? Yes, and those are the only fatal injuries that match up. That explains why those two bodies are actually one and the same.
So let me see if I have this straight. Junko, or someone going by that name, was stabbed to death with multiple spears. Then her body was kept in the biolab for however long before being dragged out again. Only this time, it was presented as the corpse of one Mukuro Ikusaba.
It all matches up, right? Those wounds Junko suffered could easily be these same injuries.
I do have a slight... I feel like it's not going to get brought up, but... Like, we get the whole, a body has been discovered thing. And it obviously didn't happen when we found Mukuro, because we thought Mukuro was the mastermind, and then, you know, a body has been discovered, timer went off later. But if that was the case, then when we were in the room when Junko died, wouldn't there have been a body discovery announcement then? Or when Mukuro died the first time? I feel like that's not consistent, but for the purpose of the game, it doesn't have to be consistent. I don't think that there's anything that can come out of that.
Mukuro and Junko are the same person? Wait, so then... What does it all mean?
It means that there haven't been 10 victims, but 9, which also means that among the people we thought were dead, one is still alive.
And that's the true identity of the mastermind?
Who is it? Who's behind all this?
We already know the answer to that. It's
Toko,
Mukuro.
please. Toko, I need you to lock in. Just for like 10 milliseconds. Please, Toko, just lock in.
She took Junko's body and made it look like she was the one who died.
She wouldn't have had the tattoo on her head, Toko. I don't know why you're saying this. Just use your brain, please, please. Just use your brain. Think using your brain.
Total silence. Then I'm...
Mukuro alive? The one that's still alive is Mukuro. But can we really believe that? There's no way. The Mukuro Asaba is still alive. Mukuro's... Do I need to absorb the hand?
body found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro. Then she's
But it was
still
Mukuro,
alive?
so I think I can break that.
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her. So the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
What do you say, Monokuma? Do you give up?
How would I absorb that? I don't know why that's there. I feel like I'm gonna break something incorrectly here.
It wasn't Mukuro. Then she's still alive? That's
Mukuro
right.
Ikusaba's
She made it
profile.
look like Junko's body was her. So the mastermind identity is
Alright,
Mukuro.
come on, man.
Shoot!
I know what I need to say. I just can't spell knife.
The body we found in the garden.
Oh, I shot the wrong thing.
It was Hiro.
Alright.
No, that's wrong. No, the body we found in the garden was Mukuro. That's one thing we can be sure of. The body's appearance and measurements are consistent with her records. Right, Kyoko?
She was 5 foot 6 inches tall and weighed
I
97
thought she was
pounds.
5'7".
Her vitals were 31, 21, 32. Everything in her profile is consistent with that corpse.
And then there's the matter of the Fenrir tattoo. So there's no question it's her.
But if Mukuro's not the mastermind, then who's actually still alive?
Someone made it look like they died, but they're actually still alive. There's only one person it could be. Who's the person whose face was not shown in any of the pictures?
Here's my answer. Junko is still alive. It's the only possibility.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Huh?
I admit, since Mukuro is undoubtedly dead, Junko does seem to be the only other explanation. But we saw her get impaled. She died right before our very eyes. If Junko were still alive, the death we saw would had to have been some kind of charade. But you yourself confirmed she was dead, did you not?
Now that you mention it. I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for a pulse. She really is dead. There wasn't any way else to say it. She was gone. I did check absolutely, and I can say for sure.
She was dead. There's no question. Junko was dead.
So, the idea that she's still alive.
It must be...
Why do we fold like a card table just at the thought that Mukuro was dressed up as Junko? I feel like that's the most obvious answer here.
Then you're withdrawing your previous statement?
I know you gave it your best shot, but too bad. Too bad, too bad.
This case hasn't been decided just yet.
Oh?
You haven't given up already, have you, Mukuro?
No, because it would be stupid to give up when I figured out the answer.
Of course not. There's no way I'd give up that easy.
That's all well and good, but how do you intend to solve the problem standing in your way? Junko absolutely died. Mukuro absolutely died.
Then both of them are dead, right? There can't be any kind of survivor story.
I think we need to look at this from the opposite direction.
Huh? The opposite direction?
Let's assume Junko is still alive. If so, how could she have survived?
How could Junko have survived? I checked her. She was dead. I'm sure of it. But still, if she were alive somehow, could it be that Junko's not the one that died? Could it be how she obtained the injuries as Mukuro, which is the thing that we already said? Maybe she used some sort of trick. I don't know. Is it disguise? Is the word I'm about to spell disguise. Oh. A rat. What? I don't know what the word is. It's a rock. Oh, now we have to go through this stupid... Whatever, dog.
I refuse to give up yet.
Looks like I can spell knife. What is the word that doesn't have a vowel there? I tried all of them. Gave me A, gave me E, give me O. It's replaced? I tried E though. I tried E, it didn't work. Oh, whatever. Give me an L. Give me an A. Give me another E. I feel like disguise would have been a much better word here. Just pointing it out.
Now I understand. That's it. What if she switched places with someone else?
Switched places?
That's right. Before the spears could kill her, she got someone to take her place. Specifically, Mukuro Ikusaba.
Then that would make it Mukuro's corpse that showed up later.
Which is why the body's height and weight and everything match Mukuro's profile, right?
I don't know anything about this switching places thing, but... that had to be Junko who got stabbed to death, right?
Yeah, you're saying they switched? When could they even have done that?
Wait, did Junko's eye color change
Right when
during
she
the
was,
game?
About to die? Like she used some kind of
Were
ninja
Junko's eyes originally green?
Good point. There's just no way they could have switched like that. So maybe the whole idea is wrong.
There has to be some way. I need to figure out how to explain how they could have switched. They switched at the beginning.
I got it! The two of them may have switched places from the very beginning.
What? From the beginning?
Yes.
Nah,
from the
her
moment
eyes are
we
always
first
gray.
met. If that's when they switched,
That would be crazy
wouldn't have
though,
had to switch
if they
at
had
the
that
moment of
very,
death,
very
right?
slight detail that only in this scene her eyes change color to be gray. That would be wild.
after all, the one we saw at that point would have already been Mukuro.
Hold on. So, you're saying the Junko we first met was actually Mukuro all along?
Then we'd already met her?
I had, like, a normal conversation with her.
When we first met, none of us knew who anyone else was. So Mukuro could have simply told us her name was Junko, and we never would have known the difference. That would easily allow the two of them to switch places from the very beginning.
Wait, but Mukuro had a tattoo on the back of her hand, right? Junko never had any tattoo like that, did she?
Yes, she didn't.
She could have hidden it with foundation or something like
That is
that.
also true.
If she did, it likely melted away in the explosion, exposing the tattoo after the body was extinguished. Plus, there were the fake nails found on the hands of Mukuro's body. They were the same fake red nails she was wearing when we all met for the first time.
But if she really did use foundation,
Correct. Even if there was no tattoo on her hand, I couldn't say for certain it wasn't Mukuro. So I'm glad nobody noticed that glaring hole when we were trying to figure out who attacked Makoto. But too bad for you, Monokuma. You can't deny it anymore.
Wait, so this whole thing was a setup from the very beginning?
If that's true, it was quite an elaborate plan to be sure, making it look like Mukuro was Junko.
The reason such an elaborate plan was possible is because the two of them were working together.
So Mukuro, the ultimate despair, teamed up with someone like her. In other words, it would be fair to say that Junko herself was also the ultimate despair.
What's wrong? Lost the will to fight back?
I think he's just afraid.
Afraid? What's that mean, afraid? Fear is only possible where hope is possible. I only have despair, so fear is an alien concept to me.
Then why haven't you been saying anything?
Because it's a bunch of nonsense. Junko's my secret identity.
Yeah.
As if.
Then why did you try and protect Junko's real identity?
I tried to protect her identity. When did I do that?
Just now, we were still here. So he refuses to admit it. He can try to deceive us all he wants. It doesn't matter, because I've already figured it out. He tried to hide Junko's identity. Not just once, but twice. The first time was during our latest investigation. I want to say it was with the photos that we got. Because they all don't show Kyoko's face. Or is it the interview DVD? Because we didn't see Kyoko talk in the DVD is the thing. Oh, whoops. I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to see what it said. It doesn't matter. We're gonna go with the group photo.
Shoot!
That's true too, though. First time was during our latest investigation. In the Monokuma control room. Well, that's true too, though, because she would have been in there.
Shoot!
What do you mean? I can't spell knife! I don't know how! I start with N every time, it doesn't work. What does the ultimate despair say? Alright, great. During the biolab secret. That's true too, though!
Shoot!
When we were discussing the biolab secret... Okay, Monokuma file number 5 is also true, though. Because the explosion. To hide the body.
Shoot!
No way I just lost all 5 lives on this one question.
I refuse
Because
to
it's
give
all
up yet.
true, though. All of these are reasons that Monokuma... Okay, maybe not the last one during the current investigation. But he didn't update us on...
Wait, what?
Yeah, if that... Then they wouldn't... After...
Then I have.
When we first...
Oh my gosh.
And we... That would...
Wait! Junko... She could have hidden it with... If she... Plus, there were... They were... Correct. So I'm glad no... But two...
Wait!
That's...
The wreath...
So, in other words,
What's wrong?
I think he's fear is a
Then why
Okay.
haven't...
because it's a bunch of
then why did you...
I tried to end.
The first time was during our latest investigation. It's not the tarp. I did not try the DVD yet, did I? That is when
I got
you get legitimately cut off the thing.
While I was in the AV room, watching the DVD...
I don't know, I feel like all my
previous.
previous answers were also correct. Or whatever. The DVD player... It means the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened?
Looks like it's out of service. Those are failures.
You made sure I
Blah, blah,
couldn't
blah.
finish
I'm
watching the video.
I'm a veteran dog.
And the reason
Blah,
you
blah,
didn't
blah, blah.
is because you didn't want me to see the real Junko, did you?
Oh, yeah! If everyone was in that video, of course Junko would have had to show up.
And if Makoto saw the real Junko, it would have been totally obvious that the Junko we met was an imposter.
That whole power outage thing was just a fluke.
Nah, that was a fluke. The Mastermind definitely orchestrated that power outage. And that's not the only time they tried to hide Junko's identity. The Mastermind tried to cover up the other piece of evidence. I gotta reveal that. Oh boy, here we go again. This time we're just...
Punishment is waiting for... Are you sure about this? You're getting all riled up. That's impossible.
I'll strike.
That's impossible.
Yep, that one. That's true, though. Oh, not the photo of the Kyoga and the headmaster. I thought it said the group photo. I don't have time to read. What do you think I am, a reading fool?
That's
There's the group
impossible.
photo.
This should prove it. The video wasn't the only thing you tried to cover up. You did the same thing with this group photo. Uh-oh. I noticed it just a little while ago, when we were all comparing the photos we'd gotten. In all the photos, there's a certain similarity, an unusual circumstance.
What's so unusual about them?
The unusual circumstance common to all these pictures. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And uh-huh. The unusual circumstances. Junko's face.
I got it! Junko's face. The one thing common to every single photo is that you can't see her face.
I actually can't believe Junko. I obviously had no idea when I said that the thing about Junko being Mike Wazowski. I just thought that was a funny bit and immediately what it reminded me of, but that's actually a plot point. She's getting splashed with water. She's talking to Chihiro, turned around. She's talking to Celeste, turned around. And Taka is in front of her. Oh, I guess...
It's hard to believe her face would just happen to be hidden in every single picture, don't you think? And on top of that, in this photo, you can see that Mukuro is clearly visible. So in other words, at that point, the two of them hadn't switched yet. With all that in mind, there's no doubt that the girl whose face is hidden here is the real Junko, which is why you had to have pictures that didn't show her face. Because if we could have seen her face, then it would have clearly revealed that the Junko in the pictures wasn't the Junko that we knew.
Xanadu!
I believe everything Makoto said is
Bless
true.
you.
Junko and Mukuro switched places before we met either of them.
So she killed Mukuro, who had taken her place, making it look like she'd died. And the real Junko is still alive.
And she's the one behind this whole murderous situation. This killing game. She's the true mastermind and the ultimate despair.
Xanadu times 2!
Bless you times 2.
With this, the identity and the crimes of the mastermind have been exposed.
No, wait! Hold on!
Don't bother trying to deny it. There's no more room for debate. You don't have anywhere left to run. I'll prove everything. Right now.
With the power of my comic books. First things first. Everyone gets here. Junko, not Junko. Actually, Mukuro. Act 2, Junko, Mukuro dies. Act 3, real mastermind, grabs the body from the morgue, which is apparently Junko. Puts the tarp over it, so for be a criminal with a mask on, and you raise your knife and you try to kill me, but however, you are interrupted by Kyoko. What is this one? While lying on the ground, I we can't have two of these back together like this, but they're basically the same, I feel like. Let's skip that for now. Put the mask on. To the body. We discover the body. Tries to take the mask off. Bomb explodes. Toko goes flying. Body is obliterated. It must be this one. I don't know which. Oh, I also need this. Puts the mask on the body, and this is obviously from the second one, this is from the first one, this is from the third one. The only things left are this one. Does that appear here? Yes, it does, so that one's also out. So I need to use this one, but what goes where? It's hard to tell. Does Kyoko defend me here? So that goes here, and then Kyoko finds here. Alright, let's give it a shot.
You! We met the ultimate fashionista, Junko and Oshima, right after we all arrived here. But that wasn't the real Junko. The girl we saw before us was actually the 16th student who had taken Junko's place, and that girl's name was Mukuro Ikusaba. But it wasn't long before she died at the hands of Monokuma. In other words, the mastermind, Junko and Oshima. Her body was kept in a biolab, which had been converted into a morgue until Junko decided to put her body to use. Junko dragged the body out of the biolab, using the tarp to carry her to the garden. She fabricated the murder to try and frame Kyoko, who'd proven to be one big thorn in her side. Meanwhile, she wanted us all to think Mukuro was still alive and hiding somewhere inside the school. So she put on a mask and then attacked me. After making sure I'd gotten a good look at the mask, she left the room. Then she put the same mask on Mukuro's body. This was all to make us think the person who attacked me and the corpse were one and the same. She wanted us to believe the murder had only recently taken place.
Tick, tick, click.
Finally, by strapping a bomb to the body, she was able to destroy any remaining evidence. she needed to hide the body's true identity. She had to make sure we didn't find out it was actually the same person we'd met in the beginning. This is the truth behind Mukuro's murder, and the one who carried it all out is the true mastermind. The one controlling Monokuma. The real Junko Enoshima. That's the whole story behind this incident. Well, what do you have to say to that?
What? Are you broken again?
Zuko coming down now that Monokuma's kind of pointless.
Come on! It's time you finally revealed yourself!
It's not like you're an endangered species or something. How long do you plan to keep hiding?
Give it up, Junko. The game's over.
Over? Did you really think the story would end once we reached the climax of the case? Wrong! There's still plenty more to go!
What? Ultimate Despair, Juko Enoshima.
We have been waiting so very long for peasants like you to appear.
That's what you sound like? Oh, but also now she has a crown, and her hairpins are Wait, what was her hairpin before? Did she have the bear hairpin? There's no shot she had the left hairpin before. It was like a cat or something, wasn't it?
If you swear your fealty to us, we will reward you with half of the entire world! We've even drawn up the deed already. We will grant you honor, status, in some of our home cooking. Have you made your choice? Will you serve under us?
I feel like if I say okay, I get an alternate ending and then we just come back here. But based on how the last alternate ending went, I'm gonna say no thanks.
Oh, did you think I was
She's
being
JoJo
serious?
posing?
Sorry, I was just messing with you. It's been so long since I've had an audience. Even I'm not sure what kind of role I'm supposed to play.
Oh, okay, she has the real voice, not the royalty voice. The real Juko Enoshima.
Anyway, looks like I've finally been set free. Having to play Monokuma all the time, day after day. It was like I was stuck in purgatory. Or like a slow suicide. I get bored so easy, you know?
Your face.
Huh? What about my face?
Yeah, what about
What's
her
wrong
face?
with my beautiful face? People have told me I'm cuter than 100 chihuahuas combined.
I feel like this isn't the first time I've seen you.
No, I do remember seeing it. I'm sure I've seen it somewhere too. I'm sure I've seen her too somewhere. It was definitely before I got to the school. Before arriving at school?
I got it!
She would be in a magazine,
That's
right?
It was before I ever came to
Oh,
this
is the
school.
magazine cover
I
different
remember
than
seeing
the
a
Junko that we
magazine
met?
And you were on it.
Oh, her eyes are blue in the magazines. That's... Well, I guess she could be wearing color contacts in the magazines. But before she dressed... and also the little rabbit hairpin in the top left is not the bear. So we're good on that front. But before, she said that they edited her pictures in order to make her look different. And that's why she originally didn't look the same as Mukuro. Whenever we met Mukuro.
Wow, you have a pretty good memory. I guess that's why you've made it this far, huh?
So I was right. Then what you told me in the main hall when this all began.
I've seen her on tons of magazine covers, but I feel like that doesn't quite match up to reality. Huh? Are you talking about my cover photos and junk?
Well, of course, those are totally photoshopped.
Photoshopped?
Yeah, you know, edited to hell and back. With, like, computers and junk.
Oh, so they aren't real.
Sometimes a little lie is necessary to keep things moving along. Wouldn't you agree?
That explains why she didn't quite seem the same, because she was a different person all along.
I'm me. And Mukuro is Mukuro. She tried her best. But there's just no way she could have passed as the ultimate fashionista. Two people can never become one as long as the walls of mind and body exist. Not even if they're twins.
Twins?
I know, it's such a cliche, right? I'm almost embarrassed to admit it. So basically, Mukuro and I had your stereotypical twin relationship.
I didn't even think about the fact that they're twins. I just thought that they looked like each other.
The older sister, tough and proud. That was Mukuro. The younger sister, smart and cute. That was...
Me! Junko fucking Enoshima! And together, we were the Despair Sisters, aka the Ultimate Despair!
Whoa! She's a totally different person now.
Like I said, I get bored easy as hell. I even get fucking bored with myself. But if you're twins, why do you have different last names? Oh, that again? You have any idea how many times people ask me that shit? Maybe it's new to your dumb ass, but it bores me to tears. Answering the same questions over and over.
You know, I liked it before when she wasn't doing whatever this is.
Just
And when she was go back to doing the
I don't
JoJo
give a
posts.
shit. The truth's fucking lame anyway.
But if she was your twin, that means you killed your own sister?
And for reasons deeper and darker than the ocean. Ha! As if.
Well, I suppose I'd better explain. For my plan to work, someone had to be able to control the killing game from behind the scenes. The so-called mastermind had to operate Monokuma, keep an eye on everyone, things like that. But after looking at the situation, I determined it would be impossible for Mukuro to perform such duties. Because naturally, she turned out to be the letdown of the family, leaving me behind to run off and join some band of mercenaries. Such a disappointment. So, I decided to play the role of director and have her join the rest of you in your school life. I could have let her work alongside me, but she would have been useless to me that way. Besides, 15 students seemed like a solid number to start with. Of course, the fact that she was the ultimate soldier posed something of a problem. She had what I call the three atrocities. Atrociously rank, atrociously filthy, atrociously repulsive. It was atrociously clear just how out of touch she was with the rest of society. Meanwhile, my ultimate fashionista status has an undeniable appeal that I didn't want to go to waste.
And that's why you switched identities?
Sadly, her inability to match my personality was even greater than I'd calculated. It was a lost cause. She was nothing more than a bit player, an extra unworthy of lines. Being the utter disappointment that she was, anyone would have expected her to get killed off right away, which is precisely why I killed her, to meet everyone's expectations.
That can't be your only reason, can it?
Well, no, of course not. I also did it to avoid becoming bored.
I've never been a stickler for following the plan
not
to the
this.
letter, you know? If I planned everything out and knew just what was gonna happen, that'd be so boring. So I changed things just a bit and decided to use Mukuro to make a little point.
In other words, Mukuro's death was a one-sided, premeditated act of betrayal, just as I suspected. When Mukuro was killed, she must have been as surprised as anybody else.
What? Huh? This wasn't supposed to... Why? Me?
So you figured it out? Well, you're right. There's no way Mukuro could have pulled off such a convincing performance. But she did teach you all a very valuable lesson, don't you think?
How can you talk like that? You sacrificed your own sister. How does that not even bother you?
What? I sacrificed her? That's what's got you so hot under the collar? Jeez, misunderstandings sure are scary. We were the ultimate despair, you know? so we never had any kind of hope or expectations. Nope, I felt despair as long as I can remember. Like I never should have been born at all. When I was born, I cried tears of total despair. So that's why for us, it's not a big deal whether we die or kill. We're just those kinds of people. We can do anything. We've always been filled with despair. So when we do something, we go all the way and live without regret.
I kind of missed whenever Toko was talking. I never thought I would say that.
You murdered your own sister and didn't think anything of it? That's not true at all.
Oh, okay. This one's understandable.
We were twins. How could I not be sad? That's why it gets me so excited. Killing my precious sister with my own two hands. That act is filled with so much despair. You can't help but put a super in front of it. It's like super, 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 super despair. No, more than that. Super, 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 super.
Alright, let's
it
skip.
just feels so good.
What the hell is wrong with you?
And my sister, too. In that moment of death, I think she must have felt that despair. After all, to be murdered by your own sister, and only as an example to someone else, she must have died feeling such excruciating hopelessness. I'm so jealous of her. Super jealous.
I knew you couldn't be just some ordinary person. You're some kind of abnormality.
Turning your own despair into some kind of fetish. Abnormality doesn't even begin to describe it.
Like, Genocide Jill is crazy for sure, but this is a whole nother level of nuts.
You're saying I don't compare to some lowly beast that can only kill the weak, right? So I'm hopelessly attractive, hopelessly brilliant, hopelessly
I don't think anybody said those things.
I'm the hopelessly perfect ultimate human.
No, I don't think there's anything perfect about anything you just said.
Yeah, Master's way more perfect. Because on top of everything else, he's got that noble blood.
Don't you mean had that noble blood?
What did you just say?
What, did you replace his
What
blood?
do you mean by that?
Now I'm listening.
You still haven't figured that part out yet? Man, you guys are so slow! You haven't even solved all the mysteries, and yet here you are, yapping away!
Are you talking about our memories?
You've already solved this mystery, right? I'm the killer! So how about the next one? Maybe you should solve the riddle of your missing memories. Then you can start gloating!
Damn straight! That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to solve all these mysteries, and then we'll have our victory!
I can't wait!
All right, then let's just get straight to the point. What memories did you steal from us?
When the group pictures were taken, and those interviews, it must mean I got it! It must have something to do with our entrance exams.
Alright, you know what? In the presence of Junko, we're gonna let Toko cook on this one.
No fair! At least give us a hint!
Your brains are like sponges, all drippy and leaky. I already gave you a hint before. All the memories you lost share something in common with a few other things. Do you recall?
Thinking back to what Monokuma's told us, the memories that were stolen from us and what they must be related to. The founding of Hope's Peak Academy? No.
Shoot!
The motives Monokuma came up with?
I got it!
Alright.
You're
That's
talking
a
about
fair
the
one, I
motives
think.
you provided to try and get us to kill each other, right?
So you do remember after all. Well, I would hope you wouldn't forget something so important. It was stupid of me to even ask. I apologize from the bottom of my heart for my bad manners. So then, let me ask you another question. Did you notice that each motive I presented you had a specific theme to it?
Theme?
Yep, you got it. So that's my question to you all. When Sayaka was murdered, what was the theme of the motive I presented?
The theme for the motive Monokuma gave us for the first murder. Monokuma gave us those DVDs. All my DVD was footage of my family outside because it was her and her friends. They had a dream they all shared. And for the first murder, the motive we were given was human connections.
I got it! The driving force behind the motive you presented us with at that point was human connections.
Ding, ding, ding. You got it. Remember those DVDs I gave you guys? Each video showed the total destruction of your most important relationships. For example, your friends. For example, your family. I ruined all those relationships and showed you the results. It was to motivate your desire to escape and kickstart your urge to kill. But still, what a cruel thing to do.
You're the one that did it!
Yes, well, I'm perfectly happy to accept your disapproval.
Okay! Time for the next question! So, what was the theme for the second motive?
For the second murder, the motive's theme was, that's when we got those weird envelopes from Monokuma. I mentioned how I used to wet the bed. So the theme that time was the past.
I got it! It was our past, right?
Yay! Makoto got it right again! That time, the theme was embarrassing memories and secrets! Yeah! And the whole reason Mondo did what he did was to protect his secret.
So, how long do you plan on dragging this out?
Relax, relax. Okay, on to the next question. So, what was the motive for the third murder?
The theme for the third murder was, the reason Celeste turned to murder was she wanted to buy European Castle and live there with a bunch of handsome men. That time the motive was greed.
I got it! It was money, wasn't it? Greed.
Seek and destroy! Hell yeah, you got it again! Goddamn straight it was money! Celeste killed Hifumi and Taka for a little personal gain. Her greed led to all kinds of death and destruction.
What's the point of all this? Why are you making us go through this case by case?
Don't worry, sweet cheeks. Just one more to go. Now, can you tell me the motive behind crazy-ass Sakura's crazy-ass death?
The motive in the case of Sakura's death was what was it that made Sakura decide to kill herself? It had to do with Monokuma exposing Sakura's secret. So the theme of the motive was... well, all of these are true. I guess it was betrayal.
I got it! In her case, it was betrayal.
Precisely. You see, once I revealed Sakura's betrayal, that led to everything that came afterwards. Anyway, it looks like you answered all of my questions correctly. How painfully delightful.
But what's the point? What meaning is there in asking those questions now?
Relationships? Secrets? Money? Betrayal? These are all pretty standard motives, right? The most normal of normal. Totally middle of the road.
But of course, those aren't the only motives that exist in this world. In fact, there are as many reasons to kill as there are people on Earth. They compel humans to kill each other, bringing despair to the world. This is what we refer to as the seed of despair.
Seed of despair?
Just as water, air, and food promote growth in living things, the seed of despair also needs nourishment. And that nourishment is hope. Despair can grow only in the presence of hope. Two sides of the same coin, divided by a razor-thin line. Such is hope and despair.
I'm kind of going back and forth on whether or not despair is like an actual, like a virus of some kind, or if it's all just kind of metaphorical.
How much longer is this stupid
Because I
speech
feel like
of
it
yours?
has to be something that you could physically touch, right?
Weren't we discussing our missing memories? Why are you trying to change the
I
subject?
doubt it could have the power to destroy the world if it wasn't something that you couldn't physically touch.
If you would listen, you would see I'm not changing the subject. We are discussing your memories. What I'm trying to say is, the seed of despair is closely tied to your own memories.
How so?
You see, by taking away your memories, I gave you hope. Of course, that hope merely existed to be consumed by despair.
How could taking away someone's memories give them hope?
And plus, you haven't given us any hope anyway!
Is that so? All you've been able to think about during your time here is how to escape, right? The mere fact that that's what you want proves I gave you hope.
What are you talking about?
If none of you wanted to escape this school, the killings never would have taken place. That is why we took your memories, so that you would have the desire to leave.
The only reason we want to leave is because you took our memories. Is that what you're saying?
Correctamundo!
Which means if we did have our memories, then we wouldn't want to leave. Do I understand that right?
What? Why the hell would having our memories make us not want to leave?
A most troubling thought, isn't it? But it's not enough. I want more distress, more despair. I put so much effort into creating hope in order to feed your despair and make it grow.
Wait, Junko's voice actor... I might be wrong. I won't
So, just like Crazy Yeti slashing his prices and passing the savings on to you,
Hold on, actually, I want to look it up.
give you a hint.
Did she also do... Nah, I thought she was Yuzuha in Danganronpa, or not Danganronpa, ZZZ. She sounded so similar, but I guess they just sound similar. Or maybe, who's... Oh, yeah, they're different people. Alright. Forget that I ever said anything.
Huh? Really? Then hurry up and tell us. Okie dokie. Like they say, seeing is believing. I'd like for you to see the outside world.
The outside world?
You mean the world beyond the school walls?
So something really did happen out there.
Now are you interested in what I have to say? You want to see what's out there? Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I want to see too. See your faces sink into despair. Now then, open sesame! Behold, the world beyond the school walls! This is the outside world you've all been so anxious to claw your way back into.
Whoa. It's all Monokuma.
Dangerous. The world has grown so very dangerous. That's what this means.
What are you talking about? None of this makes any sense!
What am I looking at?
This is a scene from a movie or something, right?
What you just saw, all of you should recognize it.
We should recognize it? What about it should we recognize? This whole thing is insane.
That world is locked away within the memories that were taken from you. If you can't remember, please just try. Do your best to try and recall.
Better kick your brain in the ass, because it's up to that gray lump whether you live or die. I don't remember ain't a fucking excuse no more, because now it's time for the final class trial.
Make your argument. Genocide Jack's memory, photo of Kyoko and Headmaster, and group photo. Those don't seem particularly useful.
Come on, bitches! Remember or
I'm
die!
trying!
What the fuck happened outside?
You want us to remember or whatever, but when it comes to that crazy, confusing video you showed us,
Oh,
I
whoops,
don't
again.
understand a damn thing.
I've forgotten all
What's
the
the meaning of the
Oh.
footage we saw? Is this another one of your practical jokes?
I mean, you're telling us to remember, but what am I supposed to be remembering?
Nobody can remember anything. This is the end for all of us. What other choice do we have?
I can't remember. Is it all over? I mean, how can she show me something so completely incomprehensible and then say remember? Every single one of us has lost our memory. It really is hopeless after all. Oh wait, there's a chance that she hasn't forgotten. Oh!
Bitches, remember or
Does
die.
Genocide Jack actually remember the outside world?
You want us to remember
Because
or
Togo and her are
whatever, but
different people with different
when it comes
memories?
to that crazy, confusing video you showed us, I don't understand a damn thing.
What's the meaning of the... Is this another one of your practical jokes?
I mean, what am I supposed to...
No, that's wrong. Actually, she might remember.
Who might remember?
The other token, Genocide Jack. The two of them share certain kinds of knowledge, but their memories aren't linked, right?
I see. If their memories are separate, then even if one personality's forgotten, there's a chance the other may still have those memories.
What do you say, Toko?
Are you telling me to swap places with her?
Yes, Toko. We need you to be useful for the first time, maybe ever, Toko.
No, absolutely not. That'd be like forfeiting my entire identity.
You know what, Togo? You're right. We shouldn't force you. And then I like start scratching my hand in order to like draw blood.
Toko, you're the only one we can rely on.
Da, 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 da! It's me, your friendly neighborhood serial killer. Boy, she just gave in like it was nothing.
I'm going to ask you a question, and I want to have it answered immediately. Do you know anything about this video?
Huh? What video?
The video that's playing right now.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, I'm the mastermind.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
That's enough. Just look at the stupid screen.
Aye, aye, Roger, you got it, Captain.
Well, does it look familiar?
I don't have all the details, but of course it does!
Then you remember all the stuff it's showing?
Of course I do!
So you didn't lose your memory after all.
Then why didn't you say something earlier? I only answer questions when someone bothers to ask me. I'm the quiet type, you know? Oh my god, she's the worst liar in the world.
More important, if you really do remember, what is it?
Huh? What's the matter, Master? Do you really not remember the tragedy?
A tragedy?
Oh no! You seriously forgot? Maybe I can help you remember with a kiss.
Just answer the question. What happened out there?
Well, I can't really say if it happened or if it's still happening, but it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
What?
Why is that phrase coming up now?
Because it's all because of that event. What is? Are you
serious? I'm talking about the way the world is now.
Is now?
The world's been destroyed, get it?
Destroyed?
Explain yourself. Tell us everything you know.
Copy that, darling. Okay, so this big, awful, tragic event, they started just calling it the tragedy, happened about a year ago. It was so big and so bad that even this murderous fiend went pale at the sight of it. I guess you could say what happened was man-made. But it was more on the level of a worldwide natural disaster. Either way, there's no doubt that it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. And as a result, in basically no time flat, the world turned out the way it did, and that's that.
That's all there is to it? Come on! There wasn't a single concrete description in there!
Well, it just so happens I don't know any of the specifics. Miss Moreau saw it all play out in real time, so why don't you ask her?
We already did, and she didn't know anything. That's why we're asking you.
I couldn't live up to Master's expectations!
Skip that part.
Okay, that's enough of your little lover's quarrel. Whatever happened doesn't matter at this exact point in time, right? The end justifies the means. Everything serves the outcome. In other words, the world has ended. That's the important thing.
How can the world just end? It's the world!
Calm down. It's okay. There's no need to panic. Every living person will be dead in 100 years anyway. So the world ending isn't that big a deal.
Oh, come on. Now you're just being ridiculous.
I mean, she's kind of right about that part.
Well, as long as we're being ridiculous. I have another ridiculous story to tell you. It's the story of the Togami Corporation, which has given Byakuya's life all its meaning.
What? What did you say?
I'm glad to see you took the bait. You bit into it like a middle-aged secretary at an all-you-can-eat cake buffet.
Hey! So, what do you think happened to the Togami family?
The Togami family fell.
Correct. Well done, peasant.
But I didn't say anything yet.
I just got so fucking bored waiting, I couldn't help it. Even if you're wrong, eventually you'll figure it out, right? Till then, you're just going in circles.
So, no matter what you pick, you get the right answer. Pretty innovative, don't you think?
But do you think it might be a disease? Getting bored so easy, I mean. Do you think I might be sick?
Anyway, like I was saying, Byakuya's entire lineage has been totally annihilated.
Ooh. That's rough.
What the hell are you talking about?
I can confirm that his entire family has died. Even the distant relatives. The Togami name has perished.
Stop with these idiotic jokes.
Stop!
That's okay,
And
Byakuya.
said with
I'll be
such
your family.
authority.
I'll
A
make.
peasant would dare
You like
challenge
omelets?
us,
I guess we didn't
the
really. You didn't eat
avatar
with
of
us, so I don't
divine
really know what food you
punishment.
like.
You must learn your place, peasant.
They couldn't possibly be gone. The Togami family is destined to guide the world.
Hell, there is no world anymore, remember? It got fucked a full year ago.
Hold on. That doesn't make any sense.
Huh? I don't make sense.
There's no way that happened a year ago. I mean, we only came to this school a few weeks ago. If some kind of world-ending event happened a year ago, then how do you explain the totally normal world we were living in up till then?
Have you considered the possibility that you're mistaken about that?
Mistaken?
Well, if I'm understanding you right, it sounds like you think the tragedy happened a year before you arrived here.
Well, yeah. I mean, like he said, we just got here a few weeks ago.
A few weeks ago? Ooh, I get it. You're saying that what happened 2 years ago actually happened more recently, right?
Huh? 2 years ago?
Well, I mean, you guys all started attending Hope's Peak Academy 2 years ago.
2 years ago? What is that?
What the hell is this chick trying to say?
I understand why you'd have trouble accepting it, but in the end, you can't deny the truth. And the truth is, everything is cause and effect. Deny that, and you may as well give yourself up to God. So, you must surely understand all the hints I've given you so far, right? What are the memories I took from you?
Come now, Answer us! Answer with all your heart and soul!
How are we supposed to answer?
I just don't know what's going on anymore.
Still, we have to answer somehow. If we don't, everything ends right here. The memories that were stolen from us. What Junko says is true. If we first came here 2 years ago, but the rest of us only remember getting here within the last few weeks or so, so the memories she took from us is our life at Hope's Peak.
I got it! If we accept that what you say is true, then we've all lost our memories of the last 2 years after coming to this school.
Nope. No. I mean, no matter what anyone says,
Another correct answer. Well done, peasant.
Seriously? This routine again?
We've lost 2 years worth of memories?
That's right. You've already spent 2 full years here at Hope's Peak Academy, and that entire period of time is precisely what you've forgotten.
I don't remember the last 2 years of my life. That's not possible!
I want to think of that, too. But I don't want to believe it. But that's nothing but our desire. I don't want to believe it. I want it to be impossible. If it's the truth, then we have to accept it. I like locker and notebook and pocketbooks.
2 years worth of memories. I could never lose something like that.
Good though.
We've been living here for 2 years? Hell no! That's impossible! I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything! Heck, I've never even gone to a...
Got it.
No,
Allison, need a controller charge?
Hiro, there's something I'd like you to take a look at.
There we go. Alright, I'm gonna try... Actually, wait, hold on. Do it like this. And then, like this. Okay.
This notebook right here.
Huh? Hey, why is my name written on it?
I found it in the locker room on the 2nd floor. If you don't mind, could you take a look inside?
Sure, whatever you want. But I've never seen this notebook before in my life.
Wuzza, is something wrong?
It's kinda similar. No, even more than that. This is absolutely my handwriting, without a doubt! But how is this? I don't remember ever writing in this thing! No way!
It looks like you actually did attend class here at Hope's Peak, but somehow, you forgot all about it.
Lies! It's all one big lie!
I don't want to believe it either. But there's also no explanation for this pocketbook.
And whose pocketbook is that?
It's mine. And the handwriting inside is also mine. There's no doubt about it. But just like Hiro, I have no memory of ever writing in it.
And the reason for that is the 2 years of missing memories?
After seeing all the evidence, do you have any choice but to acknowledge the truth?
Isn't it just so desperately dark? The mystery solved, but it's like a goddamn funeral in here! Shit, man! I've never been to a funeral! Hell yes!
2 years of school life. How many moments of blossoming youth have you missed out on? How many fun classes? How many school events? This was your chance to build lasting friendships, right?
Well, I feel like we made a lot of friends here. And I look out around the room and I realize that all the people are dead, and it's like, oh. Maybe not actually. Maybe we lost a lot of friends along the way.
And on top of that, something tragically sad happened 1 year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Right before everyone's eyes, the world came crashing down. You absorbed all that despair, but then you forgot it all. And once you'd forgotten, you made the choice to subject yourselves to this killing game. Oh, and there's one other thing. To be even more precise, the memories you all lost were...
Actually, never mind. I'm bored. Explaining stuff is boring.
What?
We are bored of this world. Everyone Everyone always talks big, declaring all the great things they'll do. But then they always fizzle out. This world is just so desperately fucking boring!
What are you talking about?
In a way, I'm jealous of all of you. To give yourself over so completely to such stimulating despair.
Yeah, so figure out the rest for yourselves! I'm sick of expositioning all this shit!
Figure out what?
Figure out where your memories come apart. That's at the heart of all of this.
Where our memories come apart? Is she talking about the moment where we must have lost our memories? I can only think of one time. Just after I set foot in the main hall for the first time. That was at the entrance ceremony. We got together, Monica must have done something all this at once. I should have. I guess not.
Shoot!
Wouldn't have been when I got my acceptance letter. Must have been when I fainted.
The moment I lost my memory, I can't think of any time other than that day. When I first came to the gates of this school and stepped foot in the main hall, when I passed out, I was overcome with a strange sensation.
What, time travel?
Wow, you still have enough spirit to keep on talking, huh? So I don't know much about the details, but it seems like everyone remembers passing out, right? And your sense of time got all messed up because of the memory loss after that? I guess it must have been something like that.
After I passed out, I woke up in a classroom with my head on a desk. I assumed not much time had passed since I'd collapsed in the main hall.
But instead, 2 whole years had gone by.
The reason it felt so short was because our memories of the time in between had been completely removed.
You got it, honey! 2 years of memories? Poof! Gone! Which means, of course...
When everyone met for the first time, it wasn't actually for the first time. Unaware of this fact, you took the time to introduce yourselves to each other.
But by that point, we'd already spent 2 years together at the school. That's what those photos reveal, isn't it?
Yep, that's what they reveal. You were all such close friends. You spent 2 years together, and then you started killing each other. And it was all so you could escape into a world that's already been annihilated. What a terribly tragic tale. Even if you left now, there's nothing you could do to fix it.
I'll probably have some bandages.
You're the one who set things up to be like this!
I love you all so much.
Or her. I can fix her. 100%.
What?
Once your school life here began, I thought about you constantly. It's only natural that I would fall in love.
So, since I love you guys so much, I'll tell you all about it. All about the idea we came up with as the ultimate despair. Our plan to bring despair to all mankind.
The ultimate despair. All mankind.
Let's go back in time 2 years, okay? Back to when everyone first came to this school. School life during that first year overflowed with hope and happiness. Oh boy, it was just the worst. Everyone was enjoying themselves so much. You were all having the time of your lives.
But that couldn't last forever, of course. The peacefulness only made it through that first year. Because after that, an event unfolded that hammered a soul-crushing despair into all of humanity. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy.
But why the giant bear, though? Like, I feel like that's the most unbelievable part. Like, I kind of get the mask.
Peace came to a bloody end.
But why the giant robot bear? Who had time to make that?
And as you can imagine, the school was no exception. The tragedy even made its way here, leading to the extermination of most of the students.
What are you?
What do you mean?
the most tragic event in human history, and the ultimate despair that caused it. I can't believe it's all because of just you and Mukuro. Was it some kind of organization? An angry mob? An incredibly motivated family?
You have a point. If I had to describe it, I'd say it was none of those. How can I put it? It was more of an ideological thing. Despair is contagious, you know? It's almost like a natural phenomenon.
See, this is what I meant before. Like, it feels like it's some kind of mind virus that maybe you could touch.
Everyone is capable of it, and now the entire world has fallen into despair.
In other words, if you see despair as the enemy, then your enemy is the world itself.
I just don't understand why.
We didn't ask you to try to understand. This was a tangent anyway, unrelated to the matter at hand.
Okay, so let's get back to the story. Hope's Peak had taken so much damage. You guys were the only survivors. The members of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy were the only
I
ones
also
left.
count. Wait, so that one room that's just full of blood and outlines on the white chalk really was just a prior class that like just went crazy on each other?
And then something super neat happened. Now pay attention, because this is important, and I'm only gonna say it once. So guess what? To protect everyone who had survived, Hope's Peak was transformed into a shelter. That's right. It was transformed into a shelter. I said it twice.
Now, someone was responsible for that transformation, for creating what would eventually become your prison. Do any of you know who that might have been?
One who turns Hope Peak into a shelter and isolated here was the headmaster.
I got it! It could only been the headmaster of Hope Peak Academy. He wanted to turn the school into a shelter to try and protect us. To protect us from the despair and tragedy taking place outside. That's why he asked us to make that promise, to say that we were willing to live in this school forever.
We believe he had something like that in mind, yes. If you, the collective hope of a new generation, could survive, maybe the world could have a fresh start.
Yeah, the headmaster put that much faith in you.
And because we had that same hope, that's why we all agreed to live here forever.
But creating the shelter was also his single biggest mistake. It's laughable, really. He was the headmaster, but he had no idea. He had no idea that we, the ultimate despair, had already made our way into the school. So what was supposed to be a shelter to keep you safe became a cage that made it impossible for you to escape despair. I have to say, it really helped me out a lot. It saved me a ton of time.
By the way, it was you yourselves who blocked off the windows, the doors, all the exits. Under the headmaster's direction, you all went about your work like obedient little sheep.
You mean we trapped ourselves in here?
And then you forgot all about it and started bitching about how you were trapped in here.
Once you'd finished building your little shelter, it was time for me and Mukuro to get to work. And thus began the killing game.
Me and Mukuro had come here, spending the last 2 years waiting for that moment.
That moment where you all began killing each other served as the climax of our global despair plan.
And the only reason you survived the tragedy was so that you could be a part of it.
You let us live, so we could go around killing each other? Is that what you're saying?
Why? Why would you do that?
Because this was so much more than a simple high school death match. Rather, it was a method to hunt down and destroy every last remaining speck of hope in the world.
What are you saying?
Wow, it would seem that there's a little bit left out there. A few souls unwilling to give up hope. So I thought I should show them. which is why
Well, why don't you tell me?
What the mastermind did to show everyone in the outside world, that was... No, it's the broadcast, the hijack.
Now I understand. You're talking about you hijacking the airwaves, aren't you?
Uh-huh. That's exactly what I'm talking about. To show the world the murders taking place at this school, which was meant to be a symbol of hope.
That was the whole point of the ultimate despair. When I said climax, that was what I was talking about. The world watched as you fell into despair and began to kill each other one after another. Despair is as contagious as any disease. Any hope left turns to despair.
Isn't the power of television just amazing? By the way, since we started broadcasting, a whole bunch of people have tried to come and rescue you.
Oh, that's nice.
Are you serious? But utilizing the heavy weaponry I installed around the school grounds, I had no problem expelling them.
That's not as nice.
Expelled them? I have to thank you all. They were a relentless bunch, refusing to give up on hope and trying to force their beliefs on the world. But in the end, I was able to give them the final despair. Death.
So you just used us? To bring despair to everyone in the outside world?
Well, sure, but I also gave you a second chance at life, right? So it's like, give and take.
Give and take? You're so full of shit!
And there's a reason I chose you guys to survive when all the other students were dropping like flies. I mean, we built up 2 years of memories together. You were all my treasured classmates.
Sorry, that's a lie. I just figured you'd despair even more when you found out a friend had betrayed you.
And that's the truth, which is what you wanted, right? So, does it make you feel utterly lost and hopeless? You solved the mystery, but despair at the truth, right?
Don't tell me. Did you seriously count on the possibility that we would solve your mystery?
And if we did, then what? Our final desire for creating this world of despair was so we could experience one last class trial. If you were bold enough to solve the mystery, only to discover that the truth was utterly hopeless, how would you react? What would you do?
See? Discovering the truth doesn't necessarily lead to a sense of hope.
Truth can be full of despair, too. Like right fucking now.
Truth. Full of despair. That's...
Not to mention, all those motives I talked about were totally meaningless. I mean, with the world having ended and all.
Meaningless? Then we've been murdering each other for nothing?
And think about it. You chose to lock yourselves up here, then started murdering each other to get out.
We weren't just random strangers either. We were classmates. We'd spent 2 years together.
No, even I can't laugh at that.
We get it. We get it, okay? You're totally awesome, right? We get it already. So help us. I'll do anything. Just help me.
A peasant begging for his life? Oh, how delightful. We've never witnessed such a travesty firsthand.
But I'm sorry to say, begging doesn't work on me. All I want is despair, and there's no reason for it. And since there's no reason, there's no argument against it. There's just no understanding it. No argument, no understanding. What better definition of ultimate despair could there be?
Wait, hold on. You've just been going on about whatever you feel like, but there's no real reason for us to believe anything you have to say.
Huh?
You say the world's fallen apart, but I haven't seen it for myself, so I don't acknowledge it. I don't accept it as the truth.
Until you see it with your own eyes. Truth and falsehood overlap one another.
We saw like a glimpse of the real Junko there for a second.
In other words, you're not unlike Schrodinger's cat right now. Is that what you're saying? If so, what then?
Are you saying saying you won't accept the truth until you can go outside and see for yourself? Well, you better not. You go out into that world and you're all gunners for sure. Trust me, I'm not lying about any of this.
Well, even if it's all true, I refuse to give in. I refuse to lose to you for the sake of everyone you've killed.
Huh? Everyone I've killed? What are you talking about? You're the ones who killed them.
I didn't kill anyone. I simply gave you a little
Except
nudge
for
in
all
the
those
right
people
direction.
that you just admitted to killing because you expelled them.
And that's all it took for you to start killing each other. You're nothing but
Also,
bloodthirsty
you admitted to
animals.
killing your own twin sister. What?
That's why anyone was murdered here, peasant.
Say what you want about hope, but we're all creatures of instinct, right? Despair comes naturally.
Hell yes! That's funny as shit!
No! This isn't just some game to us. It's murder! Plain and simple. You stole our memories. Invented reasons for us to do it. You pushed us all into a corner. It's all your fault!
You certainly have a talent for passing the buck, don't you? That must be your hope, huh? But we don't have much time left to keep up this banter. We have to draw things to a close soon.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about the vote, of course. You didn't forget about that little rule, did ya? Oh, and also, since this will be the last vote, I decided to change the rules.
What?
You guys so full of hope, and me so full of despair. I've decided to have you vote which one will be punished. If even one of you votes to punish Hope, well then, I'll consider that a win for me, and punish everyone on the side of Hope.
Even if it's just one person?
Oh, but don't worry, I won't be voting, of course.
Even if you don't, you've still got the upper hand in all this.
It's okay. Nobody would actually vote to kill themselves, right?
Oh, let me just mention one more thing. When I win to punish you guys, you'll have to stay here till you grow old and die. No fighting, no killing. That's your punishment.
You mean we just...
We'd have to just live here?
She's saying she'll let us live.
If you're not happy with that, then go ahead and punish me and make your way to the outside world.
Enter a world fallen from grace, where only despair exists, where you'd likely be dead within a day.
What are you saying? So no matter what, we're doomed.
Wait a sec. I just got hit with an inspiration bomb. Dying of old age is boring as shit, right? The audience at home isn't gonna dig that at all. So, here's what'll happen. One of you will get to experience an instant, super impressive punishment.
What? You can't just...
Do you mean to say you'll execute one of us?
And I get to decide who's gonna have to suck it down. Makoto, you're up.
What? Me?
Yeah, you've been acting up, causing all kinds of trouble. I hate
We
you!
can work through this.
So let me make this clear. Everyone has two choices in front of them. If a single person votes for Hope to be punished, then only Makoto will receive a harsh punishment, and the rest of you will live here in peace.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
What I'm saying is, if you sacrifice Makoto, the rest of you will get to live out your lives.
Sacrifice me? But that's...
What? Has your resolve softened? Have you lost confidence? Are you afraid of being punished? Don't you have faith in your friends?
No, that's not it.
It's okay. You're right to be afraid. It would seem all of those around you have realized the futility of going against me.
Guys?
It's so beautiful. Your lovely faces, eroded by despair, have come together as one.
Besides, Yoko, you could never betray your father, could you?
What?
I mean, the headmaster's only wish was that all of you would survive, right?
Well, joke's on you. Kyoko doesn't like her dad because she doesn't remember.
That's why tried to trap you all here after all. The least you can do is try to honor your dead father's wishes.
Kyoko, one person's despair is enough to seal your fate. Isn't that just the most hopeless outcome ever?
So, who do you think's gonna give in? Whose despair is gonna sign your death warrant?
No one. Nobody's gonna give in to despair! We're not gonna lose to you!
So boring. Stubborn till the very end, huh? Well, that's fine. Then let's just hurry up and get it over with. It's time for the final vote. Everything will come to an end. Your stupid hope. And your stupid life.
The final vote. This is it. The ultimate confrontation. I have to show everyone. I have to make them remember. I have to convince them not to give up. To live in despair. That's not really living at all. Take your argument.
We won't give up! As long as there's hope, we'll never give up!
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
I mean, I feel like the building would still be here, though. Is everyone just gonna...
By the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know. The only reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab. If I die, the purifiers will screech to a halt. In other words, as soon as I die, the communal life you've all been living will come to an end. All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death and despair are waiting. So, what are you gonna do? Will you just die? Is that what you want?
Okay. I thought for sure there was gonna be a thing left on the very end. Oh, I lost the heart because I didn't... Like, there's no hope left in the world, but despair is contagious like you say. So it's hope, I use my own hope to plant seeds of hope in everyone else.
We won't give up! As long as there's hope, we'll never give up!
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak.
Hope!
Don't lose hope now!
All my fortune-telling senses are telling me not to leave this place.
Hiro, I think it's about time we told you. It's not real. Except for that one timeline you predicted that was real that I want to forget. We're forgetting about it. Don't forget. Don't.
But to live means moving forward, right? So even if it's hard, even if we're scared, we don't have any choice, do we? I want to keep on living. I want to open the next door. There must be something new waiting for me. So that's why, no matter what, I need to get out of here. The whole fortune-telling thing doesn't matter anymore. What matters is my own gut feelings.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope,
Oh,
we'll
wait, copy.
never give up.
If I were to die,
That would be the end.
And the sun is...
By the way, the air is the only reason we're up is thanks to the air purifier.
Don't lose hope now.
I've been thinking about all this, and I was thinking, at a time like this, what would Sakura do? You only get stronger by taking adversity by the horns. Confront that thorny path with enthusiasm. That sounds like something she'd say, right?
No, I didn't really talk to
that's
Sakura all that
definitely what
often,
she
to be
said.
honest. I don't even think I got, like, the second level. I'm pretty sure we got
Which
the
is
first
why
level of her,
Yeah!
of her skill.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die,
That would be the end.
I decided to have...
By the way, the arrows, the only reason we're okay is thanks to the air purifier. Say whatever you want. If I die, the purifiers will screech. In other words, as soon the communal life you've all been living will come to meh.
Alright, Typo, this is it. I need you to lock in on this one. Just head jump, please.
I don't care either way. I'm fine with whichever one is more interesting.
Alright, I just need to win the coin flip. I'll take it.
Actually, I may not look like it, but I always hated school. Hell, no matter how I look, still hate it. Oh, but no matter what, Master has to come along with us.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
if I were to die,
That would be the end.
I decided to have...
By the way, the arrows, the only reason we're is thanks to the air purifier. Say whatever you want. If I die, the pure, in other words, the communal life you've all been living. I can keep on living as long as I have my life.
all of you will have to leave.
You'll have to go into the world outside.
We're only
Death.
Don't lose hope now.
Byakuya, I know we've had our differences, as in you've been real dumb and I've been real smart most of the time, but
What's
we need
the
to put
matter?
those aside for now.
You're not actually trying to encourage me, are you? Ridiculous. It never even crossed my mind that I might give in to despair. But don't misunderstand me. I couldn't care in the slightest what happens to you. I just have to keep my word. I swore I would end the life of the Mastermind. Besides, the Togami family isn't dead, because I'm still alive. So until I can restore the Togami family and bring it greater glory than it's ever known,
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
if I were to die,
That would be the end.
I decided to have...
By the way, the arrows, the only reason we're okay is thanks to the air purifier. Say whatever you want. If I die, the pure, in other words, the communal life you've all been living. I can keep on living as long as all of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside.
I already said I would claim the master.
So,
One
will you
final
just die?
person we need to give
is
hope,
that what you want?
and that's
Don't lose
Hiro,
hope now.
who I never doubted for a second.
I didn't really know my father, so I can't pretend to know what he was thinking. But even if we're just connected by blood, there's one thing I am sure of. He would never want us to abandon Makoto and choose to stay here. I can't explain why exactly. But if I'm sure of anything, I'm sure of that. Just because we don't actually know anything. Does that mean we can't understand? Could it be that... No, never mind. So, Makoto, I don't think you wound up at this school because you had good luck or bad luck. I think you came here for a different reason entirely. You came here to bring down the ultimate despair. You came here to confront despair without ever giving up. And if that's true, I think we could call you the ultimate hope. What do you
I
think?
mean, I kind of like being the ultimate lucky guy a little bit better. I mean, can I be the ultimate lucky guy until I get some lottery tickets or something?
What the?
I guess money is pointless in the outside world now.
What the hell are you?
The ultimate hope has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
So uncool. Your stupid faces, the stupid things you've said, the stupid way you all treat each other. It's all so uncool, so unhip. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up! Lame, 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 lame!
Not any kind of anything. Hope isn't a talent you develop, but still. But still, I...
You suck! So uncool! You dare to stand against us? Hope is a joke. Who are you? Your idiocy ends here. You're gross. Suffer from despair.
I just love despair.
You suck. So uncool.
You're unbearable.
Hope is a joke. Who are you?
Would you like to die?
from despair. Everything is pointless!
Fall strike.
Despair
The ultimate hope.
Hope keeps on going. I refuse to give up. I refuse to get bored. I refuse to throw it all away. I refuse to despair. Because all I have going for me is the desire to keep moving forward.
What's going on? What's happening?
Final result, 1,420 points.
It looks like we've reached the end. I think it may be time to vote.
We just gotta pull the lever, right?
Good. I'm ready to go.
Let's put an end to these trials. Put an end to the killing with our own hands.
With one more killing.
The hell?
Indeed.
You lost, Junko.
I lost?
I lost? Me? No way!
Well,
It
that's
can't be! You still don't accept it. Even the ultimate despair herself is vulnerable to the onslaught of despair, it would seem. But there's no use in trying to fight it now.
Well, that's just totally the best!
Huh?
So this is despair.
We came to this school 2 years ago, created our incredibly detailed plan. I even killed my own sister for it.
And now
To come this far and fail at the very end.
true despair.
It's the most ultimate despair. What are you talking about?
And now
Don't you see? I was so hopelessly desperate. I was bored of the world the moment I was born. That's why I've been looking forward to this so desperately. This once-in-a-lifetime experience. It is my first and last colossal despair, here at the moment of death. To have the chance to taste the highest grade despair, the ultimate failure of my dreams.
True despair.
Oh, I'm so hopelessly happy right now.
Huh?
Wait, is she enjoying this?
Anyway.
Anyway, so are you prepared to admit defeat? You think I'd care whether I lost or won? Either way, it doesn't change a thing. Outside is only despair. Inside is only despair. No matter where you go, despair awaits you. That's not true.
Not possible.
You're wrong. Huh?
Don't
Let me
make
tell you
repeat
this right
myself.
now. We no longer fear despair.
Okay.
Because we decided to enter the outside world with hope. Yeah, but Toto totally seduced us over to his side. Everyone,
Hey,
you said that despair is as contagious as any disease.
however.
But the same is true of hope. All you have to do is look at us to see how true that is. Kyoko?
No.
Ah, stop it. I hate those faces you're making. Stop. See those awful looks cause me nothing but pain?
There's one
Fine,
last thing.
let me just say one last thing. If you guys want to get all hung up on the world of hope, on the word hope, that's no skin off my nose. But just be warned, from this point on, one despair after another will stand in your way. No matter where you run, no matter where you hide, maybe you'll find some hope. But there is a very fine line dividing that hope from bitter despair. Knowing that, you still plan to cling to your hope? Of course, because we... Shut up, that was a rhetorical question. You interrupted my monologue. I'm almost done though, so whatever. Because it's almost punishment time, right?
It can't
Do you really intend to go through with this? That was the agreement, right? Hold on. It's not like I want you to die. I don't have to...
Stop it!
What?
How many times do I have to tell you?
The act of living brings me no hope at all. All I want now is to taste the despair of death that you only get once in life. So,
Don't get in my way! So this is how the despair of death feels. so wonderful. Even a tenth of this despair, even 100th. I want every last soul on this planet to taste such despair. I want the entire world to die with that despair in its mouth. Okay, let's do this. I've reserved an extra special punishment for last. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Junko has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Is the entire school going to go up in flames? Or is it combining all the previous punishments? The ultimate punishment. The 1,000 blows. The cage of death. Burning of the Versailles Witch. Excavator Destroyer. Blast off. What was it? Wait, what? After school lesson? Ooh. Well, at least she died doing what she loved. And that's how everything came to an end. The final class trial. Junko Enoshima. The ultimate despair. Life at Hope's Peak Academy. It was all over. Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death. The end. You received the Monokuma hair tie present. You want to save? I do. I think that's where we're gonna leave off for today. It's kind of admittedly been a little bit too long for me, but we will handle whatever happens next in the next and final live stream. And thankfully, the final live stream will not be called "What Did Hiro Hero?" because that is a real dumb name. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you probably tomorrow if I had to guess. Unless you're watching this in the future, in which case not tomorrow. Maybe today. Or yesterday, if you watch the videos